Watching
Yeah.
a watermelon be
I
carved
just-
is oddly hypnotizing.
I just hit the record button.
Ah,
Oh
fuck.
shit.
Hello, world.
Hello.
Oh,
This will be
watching
edited.
this anyway, guys.
I haven't decided what voice I want to
I
do
like
yet.
that Kai added #1 to his name, but it's still the ancient one.
Yeah.
It's so that he's at the top.
Added, I
of the
know,
list.
but to his name.
This is hypnotizing. I don't know why I can't stop watching this watermelon.
So, do you want
Shit,
me to
wrong
go?
image. Wrong
Did you
image.
have to put that in here too?
That's a strange looking watermelon right there.
Wrong image. Wrong
Oh,
image.
All right.
I
So,
can't even get there though.
do you guys want me to go advertise it? Or
Yeah, you gotta be like, that'll be fun.
What is are they making?
It's so cool.
Is it the Death Star?
I know. It's just a really cool looking melon.
Yeah, right, it's like they're just making
It's
it.
the Elemelon.
This needs to be an artifact in the game.
Oh, okay, I don't like the fucking big old stick that they took out of it at the end. They just put it on.
What the fuck?
Well, that's
Yeah, it's so cool.
My favourite part about this is how nobody who's listening to us will know what we're reacting to.
I know. What the fuck is this? I'm like,
It's like it's off screen for people. Like pointing out over the horizon. It's like we didn't have the budget to animate this.
Okay, now we're all gonna just get too distracted if we leave that there.
The watermelon's so nice.
Why if we're all watching
I'm
it?
sorry, but you need to delete the watermelon.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of it. It's gone now.
Okay, if we keep that watermelon.
But I'm glad that we keep that the second image. You know.
I don't want to keep that
because
image.
that's not at all bloody off-putting.
No, I really want. No, why'd you do that?
Because it's so unsettling.
You're a fascist.
Thanks. How?
Don't worry, it's still in the crucible. You're fine. You're fine.
No, Harry's gonna delete it there too.
No,
Not if I save
I'm
it
not
and
going in the
post it everywhere.
crucible.
Not if you make it your avatar.
Ooh, tempting.
I mean, it took me. How long have I had you added on here, Mike?
Oh,
I only just noticed like a couple weeks ago what your avatar is.
yeah.
So
What is your avatar? I can't tell.
It's American Link. It's great. It was made for like a what was it? The MS Paint stuff?
Yeah, it was the MS Paint stuff.
Oh, it's Link.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's
always thought
linked
it was
saluting with a single patriotic tear.
I thought it was Connell for quite a while until I got told what it was, and I was just like, oh, because it seems to fit. But it was just patriotic Connell.
He's got like an American eagle tattoo as well.
Wow.
Is that on his Hylian shield as well?
No, it's just on it. Well, I don't know. She never actually drew the shield.
Who drew it?
Liah.
Oh.
No, he
That
says.
sounded so disappointing. Be nice.
Damn
What?
nice.
Okay, so I actually need to go to the washroom before we start. So,
Alright, cool.
and I guess it doesn't matter because Leah's not exactly here anyways.
I'll start without once you come back. Cool.
Oh, fine. Well, I guess I didn't care anyways.
Back, yeah? Back, yeah?
Do you guys want to see another CDI screenshot?
Sure.
Let me find the good one.
Give me the big one.
So, how much am I cutting out at the beginning of this video? 5 minutes.
Yes.
Just do an entire thing where you cut out everybody except Brian talking just himself. That's it.
What?
Is she cutting an egg open with a knife?
I think so.
That's
Yeah, but
hardcore.
actually she is. But the really funny thing is she puts the shell in there as well. She crushes it. Hold on, actually
Is she like been stung by a bee? Why is her cheek like so distended?
Whose cheek? What?
What? Why is that a pan?
Oh jeez,
Yeah.
it looks like
And
she
then-
has she's like talking like, oh yes, and just like eating some gum in her mouth the entire time.
Cuts the whole
Hello, Link. Welcome to my lair. And then just like the lip starts flapping like, oh,
Who
Link.
wears a hat inside?
Yeah,
Who wears a
bring
hat
light to my
inside?
lair.
Oh, I know exactly who this
That
woman
one-
is.
that
This
woman
is the
sing-
woman who's like crawling on the floor, but because of the background, it looks like she's huge.
That what? That woman like with Ganon's voice, Kai.
I have to go find it.
Yes.
No, that's that one Dark Knight character from like the actual game. He's like, you dare bring light to my lair? You must die.
This woman in Bane's voice. You merely adopted the dark. I was born.
I am scrolling through so many frames right now. It's quite a trip.
I adopted the CDI. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see 3D until I was already a grown man.
Oh no, this dog's barking like a hyena. Bloody.
Last image looks like she's just plotting.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the archive because I'm like 13 days ago at this point.
The Jedi Archives weren't meant for.
Here we go, this is much quicker. Oh! Oh!
Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm ready.
This guy!
I'm ready. Hey, please tell me it's like the
It's
mage.
the fisherman.
Oh, yes. Yes.
What?
Hi, how you doing? I have an anvil. You need to forge a master sword, Link?
You know.
It's just so dramatic.
I got some popsicles
I
in the
found it!
cellar.
Alright.
I'm sorry for all 4 of you watching the stream. You can't see anything what we're talking about.
Here we go, look at it.
She looks alright in that
Wait,
one.
she's just floating.
I know,
Fuck,
but she looks so big.
she's just floating.
Yeah.
Just because the background looks so bloody out of
It's
place.
just
I
floating
know.
gravity.
You know what I can do? I can let the viewers in on this by going to Roll20.
Oh yeah, because you somehow know how to post images. Roll 20.
like some kind of witch.
Yeah. Hang on.
You just
What is it?
you just do that.
That.
Like when you make a link, but if
Right.
you make a link with an image link, it will post an image instead of the link.
Alright.
With a link, we're talking about Legend of Zelda.
Alright, Michael, are you back?
It's watching
Clearly
the
not.
Clearly not. Okay. I'll whisper something anyway because he needs to know it.
This is alright, I saw the first image again. Just what is going on?
There we go.
What?
They're a little bit behind.
Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would be because Twitch has a
Well, no, it's
20-second
yeah,
delay.
I know the delay, but the chat itself, like showing.
Oh
that
yeah.
It's a little.
I would not
lower.
know how to fix that.
Oh, I just did.
Pray to
fine.
tear.
Big, strong hands. Alright. What was I looking for? Oh yeah.
Does he have a bowl on his head?
I
Is
mean,
that a bowl?
maybe.
Oh no, I've seen it. I've looked at it full size now. It's some weird cowl. Hello, Shreddy, you back?
Alright.
What's
Just
up,
from the
darling?
front though, it just looks like a bowl. It's like, this is my family's piss pot. like, like the fuck?
Thanks, Ryan.
I mean, what else would you call something like this in CDI? Even though from the like the most wait. From the sidemost angle, it just looks like his actual hair, but it's what?
Oh my god.
It's like a weird leather calf. Hell,
What are you doing, Shreddy?
I don't get that game at all.
I really want to play it.
I'd only play it with friends. I couldn't do that by myself.
Yeah,
Like,
I will stream it.
I streamed the entirety of Shadow by myself. I'm not doing that shit ever again. After the second ending, it just goes downhill, and you want life to end.
Okay.
It's like you get to your second ending of the night, and it's like, I don't want to go anymore. And you're like, I have to do at least 2 more tonight. No.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Hello, Michael. Hello. Alright, I'm gonna mute Discord now, so I can actually start. Because if I ever run a game and don't mute Discord, it is one of the loudest bloody things in the entire world. But yeah, has everybody got everything sorted on their sheets that they need? Or
Yep.
okay.
I believe so, yeah.
Alright, nice. So
The numbers aren't high enough. I think I should have 18s in all stats. Wrong here.
that was
I have
just
an
for
18.
you and you ruined it.
I'll settle for 24.
If I ever found the damn 4th Chaos Emerald, I said fuck that, Tails, and I just hopped off the cliff and just died over and over
You know,
again.
you should have just got the Infinity Stones.
No, you're forced to get the 4th Chaos Emerald. You can't beat the games without. You can't beat it without fucking getting each one.
But
Oh,
Shadow is the
God.
Soul Stone.
No, the soul shit isn't in. I think that's in Sonic Rush. Why do I know this?
I have no idea what you guys are
I
talking
think like the
about.
soul.
Yeah,
shit,
I'm just like,
magic.
yeah, Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like
Fuck is the
weird.
Sonic?
There's like weird other alternate dimension emeralds and alternate dimension Eggman in Sonic Rush. Alternate dimension
What's Sonic
Eggman.
Rush?
It's a
Which
DS
one's
game.
that one? Okay.
It
I
with
don't know
Blaze
what
the
that is.
cat.
Oh, I
And-
forgot to make that.
I actually, I have got a Sonic game on my DS. It's
Like-
the shadowy one. Not the Shadow the Hedgehog one. The one with the weird aliens in it.
Oh, but yeah, but in
It wasn't very
with
good.
the aliens. Oh shit, you're thinking of the Dark Chronicles. Or
Yeah,
Dark
that's
Brotherhood,
the
isn't
one.
it? Yeah, that is shit.
It was really bad.
I think we were getting
The
started.
worst
You guys started
RPG.
talking about fucking Sonic, so
Yeah.
maybe we should...
It's like I've played 3 Sonic games and that's one of them. So.
Alright, honestly.
That was
Anyway.
me redirecting the conversation.
I know, but I just wanted to say I have no idea what he's talking about.
Alright,
Oh, that's
So.
me.
obnoxious water. You'll have different colours. All you guys as a party have different colours, while enemies and NPCs will be boring and grey or follows. So, just so you guys can find each other easier.
So are you suggesting that this guy is an enemy?
This guy is
They're all enemies. We killed one of this guy.
Kill them all.
Fight them.
takes me off
Why
Harrie.
is so big?
Kill it with fire. Kill it with dissonant
Yeah.
whispers. Kill it.
And that's how
So-
you TPK?
That's how the story ends, everybody. GG.
That's how the ship crashes. We just...
Okay, so all of you have decided to take part in getting across this ship from the capital. For more clarification, there's a port just outside of the capital of Ascora, known as Port Daniel, which a lot of you, I believe, came from that port. Such as, though you may not know it, Rohan, and Ezekial. And then riding around and picking up who they needed to. Dayth and Ophinius, you guys, with some begrudging, as they weren't really sure whether to let you on. Mainly, Dayth had a bit of struggle with Ophinius, because they were like, I'm not sure if we should be letting that thing on our ship. And a few of you guys are also concerned because this is a kind of very tall, covered in vines and plant life and wood and stone, kind of all brought together. And it seems like a really large suit of armor, more than anything. And yes, they may be racist, but whatever. Racist to people who are made out of branches. But yeah, this ship is called the Implaceable, and I will write that here for you
Not as
guys.
good as Tempest boat.
I know.
Not as good as wet dreams.
But,
Or lesbian dreamboat.
oh man.
Or the salty bitch.
Or the salty bitch.
Well, I'll just name it something else now. But,
Sorry, Kat.
no, that's fine. So you guys have
Hello.
been traveling for about...
Sorry, somebody just messaged me, which is
Oh, fair enough.
a bit out of the blue.
About 9 days you've been on this ship, sailing, and it's a small little sailing ship, like used for trade. They have a few cargo down in the brig. But to start off in the moment, Han,
No.
you have woken up from a stupor, and you guys aren't exactly aware of when this guy got on, but when he did, he was very busily gallivanting around, drinking, and passed out against some of the ropes and sails, which has been making a lot of the sailors just kind of have to ignore him, go around him to get the rest of the equipment. But you wake up from your stupor, and this guy over here is kind of like, ah then, finally awake, are we? Morning!
Who the hell are you?
Well, who around here? Call me Troy, and who exactly are you? Because we don't exactly remember letting you on.
Where am I?
You're on the Implaceable, mate. I believe you're...
I'm sorry, what the fuck is that?
It's a ship. Do you want to get up? You're kind of sitting in your own... Well, everything. And as you looked at you all, like, covered in vomit.
I'm comfortable where I am.
Alright, well, regardless, we kind of wanted to keep your son away from such a thing, so... Yeah, your son and your pet, they're downstairs. In the brig.
Son?
Yeah, the little kid.
Oh. No, not my son.
Right, well, that's you. That worries me even more, but not my problem.
There's an arrangement, don't worry.
Regardless, I believe the captain at some point is going to want to be talking about your pay, about how you're going to be getting off the ship. But you can worry about that.
Yeah,
And also,
that's not a problem. I can totally do that.
I think this is yours. And he takes out from his satchel to his side a slightly dampened book and hands it over to you.
He takes it.
Yeah.
Don't fucking touch things that aren't yours, man. It's rude.
Okay, well you're the one who almost dropped it off the side of the ship.
He looks at the book. He notices it's wet. Shut up.
Yeah.
Turns around. He starts flipping through the very, very wet pages.
Yeah, they are like sort of soaked and they're destroyed.
Yeah, just utterly fucking destroyed. And he's just silent. He's just quiet, not so quietly cursing under his breath. Oh, fuck. And he just starts ripping pages out and like kind of holding them up. Is it sunny? Yeah,
And it's cloudy today. It's quite breezy as well. Breezy, so it's a bit difficult when you hold it up. They kind of like almost blow away there. It's a good to do.
Oh fuck! No, counterspell. Fuck.
This guy's just like, sorry mate, tried to save it.
Fireball! Come on!
Well, I'll let you do you.
You tried to save. What is this? This isn't saving it.
Hey, don't blame me, mate.
My book is wet. You handed my book to me.
Look, any problem you have, whatever, you can go speak to the captain. Okay?
Oh my! This is invaluable, and you damaged it.
Well, let's hope you have enough money to pay for that.
Let's
Anyway.
hope that the captain considers my payment paid because. Hold on. Hold on. He goes to the edge of the boat and he starts to vomit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he comes back and he says, "Because that was invaluable, and you just damaged it, and you're lucky that I don't sue you."
Sort yourself out, mate. And he just kind of gets over where he is and walks down.
He pulls out a flask from inside of his
shiny one.
and he takes a swig.
Right.
Okay, that's a little better.
And he goes over and starts speaking to this dwarf, and the dwarf looks a bit panicky. He's just kind of he's like sweating from the head. He seems to have came from just below brick. And the guy like, "What? Really? Fuck, alright. You'll see what we can muster. I'll just have to speak to the captain dead quick." And he heads up and meets up with the captain around here. And he strides down. He's quite toned and built. Seems like somebody who's worked at the sea for quite a long time. And as this guy speaks to him quite casually, for somebody who kind of sees him as their boss, Captain kind of bites his lip a moment and is like, all right, fine. See what we can muster. Just try talking to them, okay?" Yeah, I was like, all right, will do. Fair enough. And he's going to go over to... Right. He walks past here and sees you, Ezekiel.
Oh shit.
And what's your strength?
Shit, this isn't my other bad character's strength, so I'm good here. 12.
12. Okay, he looks at you and is like, "Hey, your name is...
Ezekiel, nice to meet you.
Oh, pleasure, mate. We've got a bit of a problem below deck, and wondering if you wanted to earn yourself a bit of coin. Maybe helping us throw a bit of water offside. We've got a bit of a leak. Money involved.
How much money would you say?
Probably muster up around... For such a job, about 4 gold pieces per person who helps.
Well, my gold pouch is looking a little bit thin. I wouldn't mind going down there and helping out. Just, try not to get too wet.
Alright, brilliant. Follow that guy over there. He points over to this dwarf.
Oh boy.
He shall lead you down deck. See who else can help. And for lack of better judgment, when looking about, he's gonna walk around and he's gonna see the big ass bloody grassy plant-like coloured construct, and he's going to go, "Save me." And he walks over. He's like, "You there, chap thing. You look like a strong and able individual. I was wondering if you could help us with a job below deck. That's doable." Right. There's money involved. That's where you...
Ophinius. This is our transportation, and you're making money off of it. Go help.
That's fine. Hey, what's your strength, by the way, Dayth?
6.
Just fucking walks past.
Cripple with
So yeah, he sees you and is like, "Alright, okay. No worries. Just less people to pay. Thank you though, trying." He just walks straight past you. And then
Dayth
he
doesn't
last
seem to notice. He's fiddling with something.
He's going to walk around and meet up with you, Wolfsbane. I was like, how you're pretty strong as well. I can remember that straight up. You're quite well built.
Yeah.
And looking at you, how are you feeling, by the way? Are you doing like the whole cat hates water thing, or are you doing
Yeah.
Alright. So as you're kind of looking around and taking a moment, he's like, being above deck, difficult for some, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, how about we do ourselves a favor, both of us. And if you are able to get below deck, away from water, might be a bit swayy, but it's away from seeing it all. Throw you a bit of coin to help us clear a bit of water out from the bottom.
Okay, let me get this straight. You want
Cool.
me to go below deck to where there is more water, and this boat is filling with water?
Oh, it's only a leak, okay? Most people worry
This
when it's
boat is filling with water?
only slightly. Okay, it's very small. It happens all the time. We have to get buckets, pour the water out, and we patch it up, okay? It's procedure.
Boat is filling with water.
Okay, you have a lovely day, man. And he's gonna walk back and be like, sorry, only person I could ask to help. And he's just kind of like, alright, well, it'll do. And Ezekiel, you get taken below deck with this woman individual.
Dayth actually
Yeah.
speaks up and says, if you give me an hour, I might be able to help out with something.
Oh, really?
Want this boat to fill with water for an hour?
Excuse me,
I
but
wouldn't-
I can't do much else. It needs to take me an hour.
Okay.
Alright, we'll clear up a bit of water, we'll temporarily patch it, and we'll see what you can do, okay?
He just turns back out towards the water and starts fiddling with something.
Oh,
Okay.
stone with water. Fascinating.
I was like, okay, right. Grab one of these, and he passes a bucket over to you, Ezekiel, which looks like it has been uncleaned and used many a time.
I never used one of these before. Like, so you scoop with the water. Is that what you do?
You scoop, you move it, you throw it.
All right. I'll attempt those steps.
You go wrong, okay? It's water. Alright.
Like your aye, sir.
Please don't do that. But yeah, you get led below deck, where you just overall have to sit there scooping out water for a while and pouring back. It gets a bit boring and tiring after a while because there's to be like in 2 rooms filled up at the bottom.
So this is how the help feels.
Let's see. Like you wouldn't believe, friend. Yeah, but for you who is below deck, they have you doing this constantly until they temporarily patch it up. And even then, a small bit of leak, but you're there for about 15 minutes just scooping up water, bringing it out the side of the port, and dropping it out. And to be fair, Ezekiel probably do get tired since there isn't a lot of times in your life where you consistently do help where you don't want to. But yeah, above deck, those who are just kind of coming on to like, Ophinius, you're getting stared at by this individual, and he hasn't really laid eyes off of you. Got on board.
I kind of cock my head sideways. Just like, stare back.
1 second, turning you up to very hard.
Mm-hmm. I have you up to 200.
I have you over 200%, and I can't hear.
Yeah, I'm like sat on my phone. Literally, my phone's like halfway in my mouth. So.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
What?
If I'm talking louder, I can knobhead.
Yes.
But yeah,
Whatever works.
You could turn everybody else down and then turn your volume up.
That's true.
You could turn up your. You could also turn up your mic sensitivity.
Psychically. Just
Other things, I'm actually on my phone, so
Yeah,
can't do
you
anything
can
about
still
that.
turn it. Well, that's fine.
It's so annoying. But yeah. Well, yeah, right. More or less, stare at the stare at the guy back.
Alright.
Scary contest Constitution save.
Okay. He doesn't really stop. Kind of glares at you for a little bit, and you can kind of see he's holding a small holy symbol with a moon on it. With like the stars.
So he's mooning.
I turn back and just go stand next to Dave.
Alright. So yeah, as you kind of move across, he still keeps his eyes on you, which is a bit open. You can see Dayth seemingly fiddling with some form of a contraption. I assume that's with your tinker tools, Dayth?
Correct.
Over the time, what are you going to attempt to fix up?
I'm gonna put that particular thing I'm working on away, and then pull out a bunch of rope and a little bit of tar.
Yeah.
And as the hour passes, I'm going to also swap seasons
Oh yeah. Okay.
to change up the
Yes.
cantrip to Chill Touch. I
Alright.
was spring and now I'm winter. So
Okay.
as he's fiddling with, and I'll roll the Tinker's Tools.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Damn.
All right. With the sake of a cantrip, it's pretty easy, all things considered. What you're trying to you're trying to get the freeze up the tar and then stick it on. So, with Eladrin, did their form kind of change at all when they change seasons, or is it just
Their personality and their outward, yeah.
Yeah.
And their outward. So he has white hair, but it seems to get whiter if that was possible.
Yeah, it kind of like freezes up. Yeah.
It goes to a kind of bluish white. And
Yeah.
his skin takes on a little bit of a blue glow as well.
All right. So yeah, you kind of start to take on this like almost like glinting form with like a new sort of like bluish gaze, and some people kind of mistake you with like frostbitten in the kind of state that you're looking at. But bringing things together using Chill Touch, a bit of rope to kind of get it all together in the tar, you're gonna try and fix up things with like a basically kind of fucking up like a poultice.
Yeah, before I've completely finished the Tinker, I'm gonna... I have an 18 dex, don't... I can dance.
Still wait for someone.
But can you? You need to make the roll.
I am gonna head below decks to see exactly what the patch job I need to make is.
Yep.
And
Look,
tinker
so as you
around
start
it.
heading below,
I'll
you
follow.
yeah, and as you look to your side, you do see the individual who seems to be still seeing if he can dry out any pages of his books and see if he can save any. And to say, Rohan, it is as we say, you only have a small number of them left, and it was mainly protected from like the thing you usually use as a small water cover on the front of your book. So your starting spells are alive.
God damn it.
Yeah. And a lot of progress lost. Yeah, as you kind of walk past, you just kind of see him sulking hungoverly.
Dayth just
but-
walks past.
Yeah. As you give him a bit of glare, you walk below deck, and you look into a few rooms. You can see a few people seemingly working together, moving a few barrels out of the way of like the water, so they're not soaking the bottom of it. You turn your right to one part, and it's like a small sort of quarters where you can see a couple of hammocks that they have set up for the workers. And inside that room, you see quite a young boy, looking, definitely in his teens, and a small little ferret-like creature on his shoulder. And he's writing there in like a small diary, you think, like a leather-bound diary. And he kind of looks at you, stares at you because you're kind of used to that. You're you're kind of very common on the material.
Yeah.
And as you're walking past them, you get to the point where it's like the whole of the ship at the back. You can see Ezekiel, who's like wiping sweat away from his brow as he's like moving some of the water away.
Not used to the hard work.
Yeah. The dwarven individual and the man you spoke to. And he's suddenly it's like, all right, you're here. Have you got that cure-all that you're talking about?
It may not be cure-all, but it should help. And he's going to look around the room for the leak.
Oh yeah. So just behind him, like
Baby boy.
locking up with one of the boxes. There is like a chipped, elongated like piece of wood that seems to just be missing out of the ship. Do you want to make a investigation check on it?
Sure. Hey, this was the skill I took expertise in.
Hey.
Ha! Ha!
Wow.
Expertise well used.
I was about to say, could I assist them, guys, since I'm also.
Are you going below deck and helping them out?
Yeah, more or less following him.
I'll say, what's your int mod?
My int mod is 0.
Okay. I'll say with the circumstance of like this big built-up place, and he kind of leans down and look at it. You're used to him kind of getting to his work. I'll say that as a flavor, you can just kind of look around and you kind of point at it, and you're like, broke. Like, not stupidly, but just kind of pointing it out. But he just kind of he's more focusing on like actually measuring it out and seeing what he's doing for his job rather than investigating what it is more than anything, like what it kind of seems to have come from. Ezekiel, if Ophinius, if you wanted to roll for yourself, you could see what you can uncover.
Right. Here we go.
So Ophinius, you're looking at it and you kind of agree that when Dayth is looking at something and doesn't really notice anything about it, that you agree it just seems to be a crack and you might have hit like a rock or some piece of like wreckage on the side of the ship. Yeah. Ezekiel, as you're having kind of closer look, as you're like taking a moment to be a bit nosy and seeing what everyone's doing, huddling around the ship, and it gets you away from work for a moment. You kind of poke your head past everybody, and you're very sure, or could at least assume, that that little chip in the wood seems to be like a scratch into it. It's very much like claw-like, like a middle sort of talon kind of thing.
Oh shit!
Oh no. Kai, you're gonna kill us in our first session.
Yes.
So,
No, I'm joking.
going to ask, are you familiar with any type of water creature that has claws of some kind?
Are you asking this to the...
Everyone.
Okay. Well, people can start rolling if they like.
Is he asking me?
Asking anyone who's
believe
like down looking at the shit in the general vicinity.
Oh, I'm not under the hold.
Yeah. I'll say I'll move everybody who's below deck over here, next to Rohan, but Rohan, you're actually like chilling out. I'd say like here, trying to drag them all out. But yeah, these guys rolled awfully, and they're like, talons? That's like birds, isn't it, mate?
Is it nature?
It'd be a nature or a history.
Okay.
Your call.
16?
I can attack.
I mean, it's probably better than what Kai rolled, from the sounds of it.
Wonder if he
Yeah.
probably doesn't know.
Um,
Does he?
Oh!
so, bloody hell, look at it. You're taking a moment, you're kind of thinking, oh, all of you guys, Dayth, you're barely listening because you're just kind of like, it doesn't matter at the moment what focus is on, it's just making sure this stops leaking. Because every now and again you get water splashing in your face and it's pissing you off, especially in your winter state. But thinking back, you're not... It's very akin to sort of kind, but you think like a claw, like a very sharp, elongated, singular claw, or maybe multiple, but only manage to like swipe it. Your kind, there is many kinds of like sea creatures that can kind of like pinch or like crack at it or slash. The sea is very dangerous, especially for those who aren't prepared for such a thing. A creature that kind of crosses your mind would be like a merfolk or like a Sargwin, which you've read stories about. And any like the merfolk around here, they're not like too common, and a lot of them are quite friendly. They live in more like underwater kelp forests with water Genasi. But you have read about some stray merfolk who like are naturally born quite savage and live in like their own sort of tribe, which also frightens you a little bit.
Thinking about it more, we might be dealing with an asshole. Some
Used to that.
a merfolk of some kind, something. I don't know.
Merfolk? Nah, it's just a crack. What are you talking about?
Pretty damn sure that's a claw mark there.
Look, superstition's gonna get you killed on the seas, okay?
If you say so. Just pointing something out. Don't need to be.
I do. Trust me, I'm correct. There's no way I'm wrong.
Assume sailors were the superstitious ones. We'll write this down.
Close to pirates, but we're not that sort. We're simply trying to trade over from place to kingdom. That's all we're here to do. And we're not here to hopefully die by some imaginary bestial water creature. There's only a few skirmishes, and most of the problems is the people that you find above the water.
Agree. People suck.
Things that live below, right? Things that live in every place. Don't
We're so quiet, Angel.
Hello?
I've turned him off for me, so he's alright.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I haven't 200.
Turn everybody else down and then turn your volume up and you'll hear him fine.
that's what I had to do. I went about it. It's alright now.
I don't know why. But yeah, there's just assuming that there's nothing in the water is like something. Assuming there's nothing in the trees, nothing in the sand, and that's when it gets you.
So I was like, oh, big and philosophical. Brilliant. And he's just kind of like, right, okay, and looks down at you, Dayth, and so, think you can get it done?
Just as he's been talking, he's working at the same time.
Yeah.
And like,
You could practically be finished at that time,
Yeah.
as you're like, as he asks.
and he's gonna
Fanning no.
like press the rope into the crack and then chill touch over it. So like the wet and the water and the tar kind of freeze along the crack.
Alright, okay, like sort of like sealing it. That's cool. Yep, as you go about doing that, the way you explain that and the materials you've used for it seems quite adequate. And you're able to do that. You kind of seal it around. It's obviously not a permanent solution. Like they're gonna have to fix that point, but for now, you believe that that can be sorted for a few weeks before it starts to kind of like crumble away. But especially so close to a lot of water at that point where it kind of seems to be making it a bit weaker. But yeah, he stops and is like, oh, well, fuck me, good job. Yep. You guys
prefer not to engage in sexual activities.
Right. Okay. Fine. And like he just kind of like pops out 4 gold pieces and hands it over to you, Dave.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. I'll be right back. By the way, peeps.
Okay.
Okay.
Just give me a moment.
Quick, everybody burn down the boat!
No, I'm gonna go see if my post is here.
And then when it is, we just, everyone leaves and we go play Splatoon instead. Yeah. Guy comes back and you hear just nothing but the sounds of inklings dying and splat.
Who are we missing at the moment? Who's not been introduced?
Just Liah's and Rebs.
Sherwin and Rebs.
Yeah.
Sherwin and Rebs, not even Sherwin, it's Liah and Rebs. But yeah, I'll be back. I'm literally bringing my PS4 downstairs for Nathan, so he isn't.
I'm so cold.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Well, I'm leaving.
It's not here.
10 minutes and then I'm...
That means it'll probably be there by tomorrow then.
I mean, they said
Not sure
Tuesday
about
or Wednesday.
Wait, what was it? General delivery? Not one day delivery?
I don't know, because my brother ordered it.
Well, he ordered it and it didn't get there today, so you obviously must disown him.
I'm just gonna ask him if I'm.
Banish him to the Shadow Realms. I'm gonna listen to some Siva Gunner music in the meantime, see what weird shit posted on their channel.
What skill proficiencies do you have, by the way? Name who I think. Oh, Dayth, that's it.
What tool proficiencies? Let's see.
Skill proficiencies.
Oh, skill? I have expertise in investigation, proficiency in acrobatics, nature, perception, and stealth.
We need expertise when you can crit.
Don't you have 2 expertise at level 1?
Yeah, put that into my Tinker's tools. And
Hello.
my tools are thieves,
Hello.
alchemists, tinkers, and poisoners.
I hope I just keep rolling 19 or higher the entire game, but
Just keep the bar pretty high.
Jack
Watch
of all
me roll
trades.
like really terribly. I'm so worried because I rolled so well for my stats. I'm sure I'm gonna get like ones.
I rolled just meh. on my
Yeah.
stats.
It's the karma.
They're not bad. They're not great. They're meh.
Alright, so, as you guys manage to finish that up, and basically take a moment where you're like, okay, getting rid of the last bits of water, you get tossed 4 gold pieces, that is heal and Dayth.
Mhm.
Alright,
Sweet.
and it's kind of like, good job!
Gold pieces.
And you can throw them down in your feet.
Starting to feel a little bit more gold in the pouch. That's nice.
Also, while one of you guys are up, could you tell that the catfolk person that there is no longer a hole in the ship, so we don't have a mutiny?
I will attempt to.
Thank you, much appreciated.
This will be fantastic. So, I heard there was a cat person I had to speak to about no hole being in a ship.
What? Is the
There's-
water gone?
Come to finish.
The water is gone. We filled up any holes. There should be no longer.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you.
You okay there?
The ship was sinking.
Ship not sinking.
Okay.
Simply leak. It's fixed.
See,
Okay.
we're above water now, not below. You're fine. We could be below water with all the things clawing at the ship. It's completely okay.
What? What?
Dayth looks over at Ezekiel.
What?
Like,
Ezekiel tells it how it is. Yes, there was a thing that I saw a claw mark, but it's all filled now. Hopefully they don't come back. If they do, we can just fill it up again.
Oh my god.
You know, hopefully before the water fills up the boat and we sink into the Davy Jones locker. But before that, we'll hit land.
you sound like you obfuscate very, very much, and it's unnecessary.
I'm just
I am
giving
going
all
to
the
die on
possibilities.
this boat.
If that's a likely you won't.
Alright, so as you guys are saying that to Wolfsbane, and you are panicking, this kid comes out with that ferret on his shoulder and looks over, and is like, he walks over to Rohan.
Is that fucking Lee?
Oh,
Yep.
hey kid.
So you're awake?
Yeah. Where
Good,
the fuck
good.
are we?
I believe we're on a ship. It was called like the
Ooh.
Indestructible or something.
Why are we on that boat? That's not our boat.
Well, yesterday you were saying it was a brilliant idea, seeing the world. You let me on.
I mean, we needed to catch a boat, but this was not the boat that we needed to catch.
Oh no?
No.
Well, regardless, we
We
can
needed
make
the
it.
unplacable, not the implacable.
Oh, okay. Well, still your
I know
fault.
it's easy. What?
What happened to your book?
I don't know. Some elf or something destroyed it.
Have you got a spare?
No, it's at home.
All right. Well, maybe we could take a detour at some point. And
I
back up
don't
for you.
think that they're going to turn around.
Well, you can have time back. And he just kind of like throws him over to you.
That's
And
time.
I was like, regardless, this is probably a good time where you could start getting on my training, since we've got nothing else going on.
He holds out a finger. Hold on. He turns. He vomits.
All you guys heard that, and like, turn your head. And
Classy.
Horrible.
He turns back, takes out his flask, kind of like takes the lid off and just takes a swig. Ugh.
That's probably what's making you throw up, you know?
It's the sea. It's the motion in the ocean.
The motion in the ocean.
In the ocean. When the boat comes a rocking, don't come a knocking.
Yeah, typically, alcohol does
What?
not help.
But,
Dayth calls over.
Sounds like that guy's speaking some sense.
Don't listen to him, kid. He's a fucking elf.
Is that like,
Eladrin,
should I be
excuse
writing
me.
this down?
Write that one down.
Okay.
Write that one down.
Don't trust.
Don't forget
Alright.
the date. Don't forget the date. Dates are important when you take notes.
Okay, give me a second. And he just kind of just. Alright, today's Morinfeek. Bayfo, that was it.
Wait, what? Basil.
Sorry
Bayfo.
if you can hear squeaking.
That's fine.
Really?
Playing.
Yeah, it's this first month of spring.
Are
Teacher.
you sure?
I'm last time I checked, yeah. Excuse me? You know, like, he shouts out, about to shout over to Dayth, and is like, oh, crap, yeah, don't trust elves. Turns around.
Good lad. Good lad.
I walks over to Ophinius.
Oh my god.
Trust robots.
Sir, do you know the date? And from what you're aware, it is Morinfeek of Bayfo, which is spelled like this. Last time I checked.
It's the Ides of March.
Like waves his hand in front of your head, and he's like, "Hello."
It feels like a fantasy Wednesday.
Feels like a fantasy.
Dayth comes over, and he's very confused as to what's going on. Because he's not an elf, he's an Eladrin. There's a difference. And
Leave
goes,
here.
it's Morinfeek of Bayfo.
Okay.
That means
Thank
it
you.
definitely isn't that day, kid. Ugh.
Okay, well now he's gonna roll an insight check. That's a natural 20.
He sees through your shit.
Okay, he stops and is like, "Thanks, sir. Thank you." And he like turns back to Rohan and is like, "Don't worry. They confirmed it. The big guy did, not the elf."
That's good. You can trust him. I don't trust him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell which one is which?
Yeah, that one's big and that one's small, and an elf.
Okay. Alright, boss. Okay, so am I gonna get taught today? Like, is that gonna
I
happen?
taught you yesterday. Why do you need to be
You
taught?
weren't awake yesterday.
Then I taught you the day before that. You don't need to be taught every day, kid.
Oh
Alright.
my god.
I'll start getting my spells down.
Yeah,
Memorizing.
yeah.
Okay.
You know what to do. You private study time. Private study time.
And he like curls himself up over to the side, and he like kneels down and starts like memorizing his spells. But yeah, you guys all can see that.
Can
And
you believe this shit?
and he's just like, yeah. Which you believe you can you communicate telepathically to a fine familiar?
I'm
You
pretty
can,
sure.
You can't get words from them, but you can get emotions.
Emotions, yeah. And it basically just comes along the lines of like, you know,
keys.
your fault.
What? What? What?
And like starts like running around your leg, basically like, you know.
You! I'm gonna stomp on you. Fuck! I fall over. He falls over.
Yeah. And then he just kind of like stays dormant on your chest. And then kills him.
You
But
win.
yeah. As time goes on, you can see like later on into the night, there doesn't really seem to be any more like occurrences, and it starts to go dark, and they start lighting torches onto the sides of the ship and like in lanterns. But for the sake of me not having lantern tokens, we'll use torches. So I'll have them here. If people want to play, can people place 3 more torches down for me while I sort out the
Torch.
same as a player, just drag and drop. And
3. Let's put random torches in a spot. I didn't know if you wanted to put it other places. I just put them down.
Oh, there's so many torches now.
yeah, all right.
Oh,
Well,
the torch!
fire, guys. This is how it starts.
There's so many.
Just as
Surprise! Ezekiel's now pyromaniac.
Okay, that's better.
as time passes, Dayth is going to switch back over to spring.
Okay. Yeah, just gradually you start to, your hair starts to get a bit more like color into it.
Mhm.
All right. Okay, there. Yeah.
That elf man is defrosting.
Did you say that to Ezekiel?
I've never seen something quite like it.
Oh, fucking elves.
I didn't think it was that chilly for them to catch frost.
And later on to the night, while you guys are still kind of awake, people are kind of, some of them are departing and going like below deck to rest for the night, like this guy and this guy over here. And you can hear a bit of a conversation, as you hear, Captain, if I might just ask, we take a bit more caution. I believe that something is nearby. I can sense it. My god is calling out to me on this one. And the captain's just kind of like, we have our best scouts on the look for it. Now you can just get below deck, alright? And it's just like, if you see fit, Captain. And he just starts heading below deck. Walks past you, Ophinius, once more glares at you. Then starts walking below deck.
Starts meowing as he walks by.
You know, I'm going to die on this fucking boat.
But yeah, for those close to the back, well, actually close to the sides, can Rohan, Seamus, Ezekiel, and Ophinius make perception checks on me?
I swear to God, if I get another 19 or 20.
Come
A
on,
perception check.
big money.
Only some whammy.
Big
Good job,
money.
kid. Good job, kid.
Alright,
Be nice to
you
him,
guys,
he's right
you guys
in
all
this
see the
book.
lights in torches, or is that not happening?
I can see them, yeah.
I can see the light. Did I roll highest again? Swear to God.
Brother,
He's driving.
I see.
He's driving. Phineas is driving. Or Angel is driving. I can talk.
Okay, alright, cool. That's fine. Air is driving. Alright. Wow.
No, Shreddy, please. No? Oh, God. Okay, fine. You're just gonna have to put up with some grunting.
Cool. But, yeah, Ezekiel, once again, with your paranoia not being on the lookout, being the only person in this group at the moment who,
Hollywood.
alright.
Do you have to be so
You
noisy?
hear something like a.
Sorry,
right
that's just my
behind-
cat.
It's fine, don't worry. Right behind Rohan.
Huh?
I'll walk up to Rohan. It's like, excuse me, sir, did you hear something that sounds like... And I'm gonna use, like, minor illusion to make the noise again.
Yeah,
Just-
it sounds like a tear. You hear like.
You mean something, you know, like this, and then I use minor illusion to make the noise back at him?
Yes, something like that! And I use the noise back.
Times.
I heard it behind you. It sounded exactly like that. Use it again.
Can we hear
I make
this
the noise
going
again,
on?
and I'm just like,
Yeah, you guys can
I
hear
don't
the
think I
commotion
heard
now.
I don't think I heard it. Maybe you should try doing it again. I just make
Okay,
sure
one
that-
last time. It sounded just like this. Doing it again.
Like this, right? I do the noise.
Yes,
Stop
it
saying
came
it's
off-
attacking the boat!
Oh, no, I
So-
didn't hear anything like that, actually.
As you're shouting this out, you guys are all like, you guys are both making that noise, and then you hear it again, but louder, and you aren't really sure whether the other person.
Yeah, I was like, yes, exactly that. Exactly that. It's that one sounded really good, but how'd you get it so loud?
I'm a very skilled wizard, And one second. I turn and I vomit.
Alright.
Is
As you're doing that, Rohan, and you like you throw up and you like vomit into like the small bucket which you've already prepared to the side.
No, it's over the edge. It's over the edge.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, in that
Somebody
case,
throws
as you're
up
throwing
on the
something
thing.
over the edge,
He throws up on the thing over the edge, please.
I need to make a dex save. A natural 2.
Oh my god,
And as
you vomit
Lord
on
Jesus.
a fish.
As you throw up and like open your eyes, as you naturally vomit with your eyes shut, as you open your, you look down and you see you have just literally vomited on this big ass sea creature. Seems to be climbing up the side with 2
is
big
this-
claws.
You person there, is this supposed to be on this boat? Is this a passenger?
In Aquid, which you can understand because it's
Primordial.
primordial, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You simply just kind of hear, move aside, creature, and it just starts climbing up the side of it, and it seems to be wiping vomit off the side of it.
Actually, I think you will find that I am not a creature, but I am a humanoid, and... hold up. Again, on top of his face.
As you do this, as you like basically stumble out and look in front of it, it just grabs out at you. Can you make a grapple check? Because it's going to try
Absolutely.
and grab you by the neck.
It's gonna succeed, I bet, but...
So, like,
I can do acrobatics for this.
Yeah, acrobatics for athletics. Alright, well, I got a natural 17, but I'm going to check anyway, just for the sake of me knowing.
what, he has a negative 15 on
Wow,
grapple checks. Wow.
what a coincidence. Alright, there he is.
They actually
Oh, no,
don't
okay,
have
that was
arms.
21
They
on my
can't
part.
grapple.
Oh, only a 21. No big
Yeah,
deal.
it was 21 on my part. As you like try and stumble out the way and fall down, you kind of have a moment of shit, like as it just grips your neck and starts like pulling at you and kind of tugging at you. Give me a second.
This is rude.
I'm going to assume he's not your friend.
I don't know him.
Have you politely told him to let go?
I didn't think of that. Ugh.
Sir, can you let go of this? I'm
All right.
assuming drunken gentleman.
It's just like, and you don't understand what it's saying at all. It's just kind of. It's
Can you
basically
repeat
just
that?
spouting out curses, like sea curses over at Ezekial. And he begins to grab you.
I don't think he likes you.
And he's going to knock you. He's going to try and knock you prone.
Shit.
And with that, he's just going to make a strength check of a 19. So can you make an opposing acrobatics just for the sake of
Okay.
Please.
how much gotten now?
No.
So yeah, you just get thrown to the floor and you are considered prone.
Oh.
And it's to start. It starts to worm its way on deck, and Tyne is going to go and share a space with you, terrified. And as this is happening, you can all kind of see it climbing on. See, it's got 2 large like hooks, and that seems to be gripping hold of like sickles. That you seem to use to like climb on side of the ship. And I'd like everybody to roll initiative for me, please.
I'm guessing he's not your friend.
I knew it.
I know it.
I mean, I have got a negative 1.
Hey, I got fuck on my dice, which means I got a natural 1.
Oh wow, you did worse than me.
Kai, can you roll my initiative?
Oh,
I can't
Yeah, I
roll
will
below.
do.
I can't roll below a 16 tonight. The fuck?
Rebs,
Sorry, 15 tonight. Whoops.
are you about Rebs?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, if you wanted to, just for the sake of this, because it's taking a while to get to where we need to be, do you want, if you're not busy, do you want to run the sheet for Ophinius?
Sure.
Okay, I'll give you...
Seamus wasn't ready for this.
I literally don't think I've rolled over a 5, like a natural 5.
This is amazing.
Alright, I just gave you permissions.
The day Ezekiel gets a nat 1 is going.
Alright. So, What's going on?
Oh, he's actually quite close to me.
Alright, nice. Who's the torch?
Who's the torch?
Might have been me.
What?
You're acting
What?
drunk, Michael. No, you're wrong. Oh, yeah. I'll get rid of it. Alright.
Oh,
In
right.
Roll initiative for the torch.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll initiative for all the torches now, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. As time goes, once again, Ezekiel. As you can
Ezekiel's on
see it
top of
clambering
his
up the
shit.
side. You can kind of hear it sputtering out and seems to have just thrown Rohan's on the floor and climbing on deck.
Well,
What'd you do?
Jesus. I'm going to see what I should do. This is magic. Shit. Hmm. This is also covered in vomit. And yeah, I'm deciding here. Just to start shit up. I'm gonna back up a bit, because that
Alright.
doesn't seem like something friendly to be next to. Actually, wait, let me check the range on this. Vicious Mockaroo, how far are you? 60 feet? Yeah, I can definitely go the fuck back. Goodbye, pal.
As you can see him get thrown to the floor, you're like, nope, and you move back.
And Vicious Mockery saying that the vomit on him looks like quite the improvement, to be honest.
Oh, as you kind of shout. Did you add your charisma to psychic?
Yeah, it's just a straight 1d4.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
a straight 1d4? Okay.
It's
alright.
fine, I can do the math now to negate it, but
It's 2.
Just
Yeah.
two.
Let me
2,
do that.
so he rolled a 12 plus 0 on his wisdom save. So as you kind of shout out to him, he just kind of stops and kind of feels these words just kind of force into his head. And he doesn't really know much about what you kind of said, but he knows it's mocking.
You can hear it in your voice.
And you can see like these tentacles like, slather about on the inside of his mouth. And he is now mocked and has disadvantage on it.
Huzzah.
I will do Heartbroken. Yep. Is that your turn, Ezekiel? As you can just kind of trying to clamber up onto the ship.
Let me check. This is my first time barding.
No worries.
Yeah, and I'll use my bonus action to give bardic inspiration to the poor man being grappled by this shit.
Alright. So yeah, as you get thrown to the floor, you hear Ezekiel.
So what I can do that? Yep. Oh, sorry. It's like, yeah, yes, you might want to try to get up from that. Sir.
Yeah. So I was just shouting out to him, and time just kind of starts like curling around, jumping up at you, and you feel like the surge of magic. As you can see, Ezekiel, these threads of magic seem to coalesce around Rohan, and you feel just invigorated. You are now bardically inspired. So, is that your turn?
Oh, it is.
Okay, cool. Dayth.
Dayth looks at this thing after having climbed the ship, and
Side of the ship, yeah.
and he hasn't prepared anything. I haven't gone over what he would have been working on, so he's just gonna draw his bow and be like, I'm unsure if this creature's a passenger, but it doesn't seem so. And I don't think I get sneak attack.
Rohan is, since he's just got inspired, he's got the edge of energy going about him, and he seems like he's actually about to fight the creature. I will allow him to provide you with sneak attack.
Okay.
It's
Huzzah.
trying to fend them off and fight.
Yep.
Hey, there we go. Okay. Yeah, a 16. So as you pull out your short bow and you kind of get some magic here on the side, you fire, you loose a shot out of it, and it splinters into the right shoulder of the creature, and it begins to leak out this like black, like viscous blood, and it kind of yells out, it's like,
I seem
This
to
is
have made him angry.
Is that with sneak? Yeah, that's with
Yep,
sneak.
that's with
Okay.
sneak.
Alright. And you can see it hurts him a fair bit as he's just trying to like clamber back, and his attention goes from Ezekiel. Let's see if it does. Yeah, it does. From Ezekial, over to you, Dave.
Dayth just tilts his head and, like, can I help you? Is there something I can help you with? And that's
In a language that you aren't aware of, you just kind of hear like, "Oh, shut the filach Saiyan, and you're like, no idea.
to you as well, sir.
These elves suck!
Alright, Rohan, it's your turn.
Yeah. I am going to... Am I prone?
You are currently prone, yes.
I am standing up and using half of my movement.
Okay, cool. You like throw yourself up and your
Yeah.
brain's forcing yourself to sober up a little bit, but you're just like, oh, okay.
And I am going to take a step back.
Yep.
And
so you take an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. From... Yeah, a 22 hits.
Is that with disadvantage?
That was not with disadvantage, shit. Okay. Alright, so that's a 21.
Holy
I know,
shit.
really sorry. I rolled like pretty much the same. So he's going to attack with one of his sickles now on his hands. And as he slashes down, you take 3 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
It cuts down the right hand side of your arm, which bleeds immensely.
Fuck!
So yeah, you're able to move yourself away.
Okay, and I'm going to have Tyne go next to him and, use the help action for me, basically.
Okay. So it kind of pulls itself closer.
Yeah, and I'm going to take another 10 feet back.
Okay.
And I am going to look at him, and I am going to focus inwardly, and I'm going to point my staff out at him, and I am going to shout, "Fireball!" And then I stop, and I think about it, and I was like, "Fuck!" And instead, I kind of like hastily like go through my book very, very quickly. I'm like, okay, I got this. And from inside my coat, I pull out a diamond.
Oh,
and I'm going to point the diamond at him, and I am going to use chromatic orb.
And you're gonna make it a fire one.
And I
So
am
it's a
going to
tiny-
actually not
tiny
use
fireball.
fire. With
Aw.
this. Yeah.
You could have gone. This is my fireball.
No. He's already lost out on that, and he's already aimed enough. So he's just going to do a lightning with it, and that should be a 21.
21, yeah, because Tyne is like basically sprinting around the mirror.
Yeah, just run around in circles around him.
Nice.
Yeah. So as you're getting ready, you're going to go up. You point your staff up against your diamond to project this beam, and just this spinning orb of lightning just begins twirling and bashes off the side of his jaw, where it just seems to shock around his body. And you're like, "Oh!" And
Yeah, eat that shit.
Me too.
12 points of lightning. Yeah, okay. And it seems now at this point, creature is bloody. And give me a moment. The people who are nearby shall go. Is that your turn, Rohan?
And then I'm just gonna have Tyne run away.
Okay. Attack of opportunity? No, wait, reaction
Nope.
is used. Hey.
Don't worry, I found this one out.
Time
Towards
lives.
you or Seamus?
Who do you like more?
He probably likes Seamus more, so.
Yeah. But yeah, as you're getting yourself all ready, you end your turn. Ophinius. You're climbing.
Hold up.
Yep, I'll do exactly the opposite of what Angel said. No, just kidding. I will throw the spear.
Alright.
And
So
I
as you
think,
move yourself back a little bit, ready yourself.
I think he has advantage. Yeah, advantage on attack rolls against creatures that have not yet acted on first turn during combat.
Yes, that is correct.
Fantastic.
He rolled a 1, so I think you're fine.
Alright. Advantage. Ooh, okay. Just so if as you kind of throw and chuck your spear, it hurls through the air, and just as the marrow gets bashed by this lightning, its entire body gets thrown back, and the spear just flies past and just misses his head.
Wait, does it go into the water?
The direction it is, yes, it does.
I am so sorry.
It's quite light, and right now it seems to be floating on the water, but yes, it's on the water.
Toss me a spear, Reaver. I will never forget it.
We're forward to you too, Angel.
I'm so glad that's recorded.
And that is his turn, I guess.
Okay, cool. So, as we get around to that, Wolfsbane.
Okay. I'm going to die here. I am going to die here.
Don't cats like fish?
I'm going to die here.
You're not going to die here. It's going to die here.
Why would I be sent here? Why a boat?
It's probably because you're consorting with an elf. Ugh.
Oh god. Well,
Can't wait for
we're
Sherwin
gonna
to come and
fucking
save the day.
die. Let's go for it. She charges forwards, twists her cane, and out comes the sword.
Sherwin's here to save the day.
Alright, yeah. You bring out your. Have you got your shield as well? Or.
I don't like the start of that hearing. I'm here to save the day. What's going on?
Killing your party, Liah. Oh, great.
Wonderful.
Just me, don't worry.
Oh no!
Yeah, I think she'd have a shield on her, probably.
Okay. So you take out your cane, and you like tap it down, and unsheath it into your cane sword.
Yes.
Nice.
And I take a swing.
Alright.
Oh shit!
Nice!
Oh shit!
Alright, so you just kind of like fearfully like sprint at it, thinking like, you know, if it's gonna go down without a fight. You pull out this cane. As you unsheath it and sail it around the left side of its body, just slash across its chest. And you can see this like collection of like black blood and like mucus and water just kind of seems to be spilling out of its body. And I'm sorry you came back to that, Liah. Everybody else was.
Hi.
Yeah. But yeah, slashed it right now and is looking very, very messed up. And it's just like glares you now. It's like, and like it seems to be pulling itself back into the water.
My tail is bristled and I hiss.
Now going from that, Seamus is.
Yeah, he is just going to use Ray Frost, which I didn't actually set up. So.
We know how it works. You just roll to hit with his.
Yeah.
Alright, so as he just kind of goes through the books, he's looking at his teacher, is this like a test?
Yeah, you're doing fine, kid.
Okay, okay, and he like takes a moment and there's no magic circle coming with cantrips, they're very fast and fluent, so he just kind of pulls out these words that kind of seem like arcane words, and they collect together until they turn transparent into like this ray of frost, basically. And he fires out like a beam, it strikes into the body. A 16 hits, so you can go ahead and roll damage.
Cool. Hold on, I'll figure out what the damage in 8. 1d8. Slash or 1d8.
Oh,
Nice!
Alright, nice. So, the 8 points of cold damage. It fires out at the creature, and the left, it's left. The left-hand side of its body freezes over, the wound that was cut before, by Dayth with his short bow, and it freezes over and cracks over so he has no use over his arm. And as it does so, it just kind of begins to panic and seeing itself, and it just cracks it against the side of the boat. You can see like the upper hand side and the left sickle on his body just shatter along with the rest of his arm and fall to the floor. He's alive, but he's missing an arm, and he's going to be bleeding out. Alright.
And now it's his term.
The marrow now is going to this one. You guys can start to hear now. Ezekiel, do it.
Yes.
How about Dayth and Ezekiel both roll perception, but Ezekiel, you have advantage since you heard them before.
Deception?
Ooh. No, perception.
Perception. Okay. Oh, you rolled above me. No.
So, Dayth, you turn your head around, and then Ezekiel, you sort of follow as you look around, and you can see from behind, you hear more as they're just cutting through the sides of the ship.
Oh, that noise again.
Did you make the noise?
Just with minor illusions. And you can see it crawling up the side of the ship. And it's going to use
noise
it
again? You do the noise.
Yes. And it seems to come out, and it's going to make a perception check for all you. Alright, it's like, yeah, a language gets shouted out to the one across the side next to Wolfsbane. Nobody understands it, I believe, unless you speak Primordial, which Rohan is. Alright. And it's how you basically hear, like, "This isn't the one, try below deck." And you see the Mevo is basically like wide-eyed, like, "I'm probably gonna die here," like. And he is going. This one that's just showed up. You can see it's got both of its hands and the kind of like webbed fingers, but it seems to have this rope with a javelin at the end. It's a harpoon, and he is going to lob it out at Dayth. Why am I rolling good? Stop it. This is the strongest thing. That's a 25 to hit. Fuck me.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
I mean, that hits.
Yeah.
Wow,
Just
does
glances.
it?
It glances.
Oh, Kai, you were serious about killing everyone. I thought you were joking.
He rolled a 20. He rolled a 21 with disadvantage on me.
Oh shit.
A 22 before that. It was
Okay.
great.
You take 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And can you make a strength saving throw?
Oh no.
Oh, that's my
It's a
favorite stat.
harpoon.
-2.
Actually, it's a strength contest, so it's not a saving throw, it's a straight strength.
Oh, that's
I got
even.
a 12.
That's not really any better, Kai.
I know. I know, but I mean, now he doesn't get his bonus, so it's a 12.
Wow.
Oh dear. Oh
basically-
no.
You get pulled closer towards the marrow as it fires at you and pulls you forward. I must move that boat back. And as you just say, you're like, "Oh my!" Because it just pulls you closer and starts like its tentacles just kind of seem to be writhing in the air above you.
Ew.
Yep.
It's going in for that kiss.
And
I want to do the slippery, but I'm not.
this marrow over here, who's next to you, Rain, is going to take a slash with its sickle. One that's got left. It only has its offhand left.
So does it have disadvantage?
No, it just uses offhand, so it doesn't modify it to the damage.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
No worries.
Great.
That is a 15 to hit.
2.
Wolfsbane,
You-
I think.
15
Me?
to hit against
Oh
you,
yeah, no,
Wolfsbane.
I've got an 18.
Oh, yeah. That's with your shield out, so yeah, you're all good. And then 16 without. So it takes a slash with your sickle, and you're kind of like still shouting out and hissing at it as you just parry it away. And just kind of look around, and it's going to take an attack of opportunity from you to try and climb below deck down here.
Okay,
Oh,
I will
shit.
go
Kill
ahead and
Kill
hit
it.
it.
Michael.
No, I don't
Oh,
hit
shit.
it.
So yeah, as
I'm
you
just
slash-
glad it's leaving.
as you slash over it, you kind of don't really want to provoke it a bit more, as you kind of the senses come back to you, and you're like, "Oh no, okay." I'm just like backing the boat closer.
Like,
All right. And at the end of that turn, give me a moment. This is the point where the captain is just kind of like, "Everyone, arm up! We need to fight off against these things." Bloody bastard didn't believe them, and he is going to
No fucking shit.
join the turn order.
okay.
And I'll say this dwarf guy will move on that guy's turn order. Whoa, that's a hefty d20 roll. Damn, Captain got good. And let me just check thing. One second. Alright, so, let me just, not refresh, wrong word, reorganize the 10 order. Alright, so, the captain, kind of stops and is like, looks about for a moment, and he is going to use his captain's orders ability, and shouts out to you, Dayth, and it's just kind of like, pry yourself apart, just take care of that one, shouts out to you, Dayth, you get a free attack.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
Can I make it with my rapier?
You can, yes. I'll say bonus, I can switch it out and take a step.
Yeah.
About the one that's going below deck. Oh,
I get disadvantage because there's a thing next to me.
oh shit.
So,
Fuck.
Oh yeah, it has to be melee, by the way, because it's like the battle master,
yeah.
Okay.
I believe. I'm not sure.
17?
Alright. Yep, so 17, as you slash out and attack at him, it hits, and it does 6 points of piercing, as you just kind of stab into yourself, and also in the process pull the harpoon out of you. It just kind of seems to be trying to tower over you now, trying to do its best to kind of intimidate you. And the captain is going to start moving up here.
He's pansying out. Bitch boy's going away.
Alright. Ezekiel.
Alright, so you said... So is this one, like, under or going there? Trying to
He's,
get
like,
under?
going there. That was his rest of his movement, basically. He doesn't want to provoke another attack. He's trying to start heading downstairs now.
Okay. Alright, bitch boy. Because I don't know how much health it has left, I'm willing to bet this is overkill. Dissonant whispers.
Oh shit, okay, needs to make a wisdom save. Alright, that's a 12 again. But, alright, so, as you basically cover your hands together and you feel these threads of magic kind of curl around your body, just like your teacher taught you, you cover your hands over your mouth, and you basically just utter this whisper, and you can see the medical threads just zoom over to the marrow, almost strike into them like a spear, as you just kind of see himself get dazed. All of a sudden, he grabs his head and like rips down with the sickle, kind of instinctively trying to grab it himself, but realizing, hey, he has a sickle for a hand, and cuts down the back, and just the pure stunning motion offs him. But he just slams down to the ground. It just lands on top of the door of the brig.
Well, someone will have to clean that up later. But in the meantime, let's help out, back the fuck up a bit from this boy, as he looks angry. And 30 feet away from him, so I'm just gonna go here and then give Bark inspiration to Dayth.
Okay, nice. Let me just save that. Okay.
And try to pry yourself away from that.
Oh, don't worry, we're on it. and this guy comes over, and he shouts out to his dwarven friend, kind of like, "Go on, you're strong, shove it off." And this guy's like panicking and wants to make him roll a wisdom save. 16, yeah, good job, guy. He comes over, and he's kind of like, right on it, and he like runs over, kind of stumbles and panics for a moment, and then just shoves his foot at the marrow and is going to try and push it back. And he gets a 15 against the marrows. 14. Fuck.
Oh.
So yeah, this guy gets shoved 5 feet back. As this dwarf just boots him, and he is completely unprepared with the stubby little no-armored, no-weapon dwarf to just take a shove at him. And it's just like, and like grips onto the side with the harp. Shit down more of the ship.
Do we hear that noise again?
Seems to be a constant.
Ah, that noise!
But yeah, after that, he is now going to take a shot. He's first of all, as a bonus action, going to make a perception check on the side of the ship. And he's like, fuck, I can't see anything. and going to fire an arrow off at the Marrow from a short bow, but misses just as because it has half cover from the side of the ship, and just kind of like drats, okay, and sighs. Dayth.
Dayth is going to.
Don't forget, down I gave you bardic
Alright,
inspiration.
need to give myself the lightning bolt of inspiration.
I'm a bolt of lightning.
Dayth is going to stow his rapier
that's true.
again.
Alright.
And then he's going to get up higher to get a different angle.
Oh yeah. Climb up, or climb yourself up onto the side.
Yep. Does that negate his half cover?
I'll say just because it's quite a large creature and you're getting that high.
You cut out?
You're getting the high ground advantage, yeah, you find your balance.
Oh, I have the high ground?
It's over.
It's over, Mero.
Alright, and I don't have sneak attack, so
You don't use that attitude.
you are correct.
The boat is his enemy. You have sneak attack.
Let me just finish that macro.
Alright. As you take that shot, yeah, you'll strike into him for 5 points of piercing. There's another arrow gets loose and he's just like, seems focused on you now since you're the one that's gonna hit him pretty bad. And he's just like, and you can see as he starts to like clamber, not back onto the ship, but back down it.
Well,
Yeah.
like it's going to end well. Let's see, that was 10. I'd like to move over here and make a perception bonus action. Just to see if there's
sure
any
thing.
more.
Alright, as you look over, you can see a fair bit of movement, like, below the water, and as you're kind of looking out, you can see shapes. You can't really count how many, just because there's water and how, like, deep and basically fucked up the ocean is. And also you're not really fully trained in that heat of combat. And as you're looking out into it, you can maybe see, you think you can train on 2 other creatures that be just attacking the bottom of the ship.
Dayth will call out, saying there's more of these fellows attacking our ship from the bottom. There's not much we can do about that.
Unless you want to hop right in there.
You can see this guy over here. Ezekiel and Rohan, can you guys make perception?
Boy, my check's been progressively getting worse. Come on.
Oh, thank God, I rolled well.
Fuck! They've been getting worse.
You can kind of hear him stumble on his words. He's like, shit, okay, we need to get to the rowboat. It's just... And then he realizes he's talking loud, and he seems like he's gonna to this guy.
Who's doing it? This guy or this guy?
This guy was saying it, and he's moving over to this guy. Alright. And then he starts to hush himself as he realizes he's talking loud. But yep, Dayth, is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Rohan.
I want to trip this motherfucker.
Okay, you're just gonna go over.
I'm just gonna hold out my quarterstaff, like, very casually, just like,
Okay, he's gonna make a dex save. We'll say for the sake of you just holding out your staff, we'll say DC 12. Just because it's strictly just holding on to stuff. You got an 11!
yes!
So you just kind of walk out to him, you'd have to take an extra 5 feet just to slip it over. And as he does, he's like, and like clambers and smacks into the metal gate on the side. Ooh, natural 1. Okay. Yeah, that rocked him out. Like, he fell and slipped and, like, smashed his head inside the metal.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Yeah, don't mess with the fucking wizard.
The wizard who hurts with stabs?
That's for my book, shitface. And then I continue walking over here.
Did you
Would that be
with
my
your
action to
staff?
trip him? I'm okay if it is, but would
Trip
that
with
be
his
my action to
staff.
trip him?
I'll say going over and actively doing that would be an action.
Okay, that's fine. I'm
He
just
is
gonna walk
now-
over here then.
He's, like, straight up whacked his head and is unconscious, like...
Oh my god.
Good job.
Some
I
guy,
get-
all he wanted to do was
Okay. How about this then? Can I give an intimidating glare to this dude?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, try and take the fucking boat, shitface.
Okay. Roll an intimidation check.
Okay.
Nat one.
I am also using my bardic inspiration for this.
No. Oh dear.
Yes.
1d6.
Angel.
Hello.
It
I'm gonna
is.
assume it's a 1d6.
It's a D6. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I tell you what, as you kind of look at him, as you growl at him, he takes him and was like, puts his hands in the air. It's like, oh, it's all yours.
Yeah, my boat.
Your boat.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk over to the boat. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Fuck me, man. Alright. So, as you do so and you start heading over to the boat, is that your turn?
And as a free action, I will call to the kid and I'll be like, Kid!
Yeah.
You need to get in the boat.
Okay, I'm on my way. And as it does that, Ophinius, it is your turn.
What's happening?
No,
We are
another
dying.
Mero has actually, you guys,
Everything's dying.
you guys can explain while I get another thing ready. You guys can explain.
Yeah. So there's big fish man holding onto the side of the boat, and you could potentially get over there and hit him with shit if you can, but he's hanging over the side of the boat.
You're back.
You're down one spear.
Yeah, I heard that, Reba. I heard that. Don't you worry. Is he hanging off the boat but visible?
Yes. I mean, he had half cover.
You'd have
I may
cover
jump
from
it.
range attacks.
I'm gonna say I
From
wonder if
range
I could
attacks.
jump at him and like grapple into the water.
Wait, into the water?
Yeah, like so. I've got the elemental advantage.
There's
then.
two
In the
others
water.
down below attacking
At
the bottom.
least two others. There's a bunch of other things down there.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I've yet to see like the problem with my plan.
Okay. Well, it won't be inanimate objects this time.
Fuck you.
It'll be you fucking suplexing something into the ocean.
But I mean, it's not like there's like an advantage in the water. I assume.
I mean,
It's just a fish
It's not like
person.
you
Why
get
would
it in the water.
I'm sorry, what are you
Breathe.
supposed to do, Angel?
suplex it into the water?
The fish?
Yes.
Oh, okay, then go for it.
Rest in peace, Angel's character. From session 1 to session 1,
It is on the edge of the boat, though. How are you gonna get it?
he's gonna hop off and grab it.
Oh, not hop off, jump. As we discussed, Orion.
Oh god.
Who's dead? Like, who's died so far?
One down. It's one of the fucking fish.
No, I mean like on our side. Any
No one.
Brody's dead.
There's only
Oh,
this
we're
one
all
asshole
good.
that Rohan knocked out.
Who's it? Oh, the tortoise.
Do I get a copyright strike for having closed the spell
Make
areas?
shot in soup. Yeah, Kai, I would like to spear chuck.
Okay. Go ahead, crush the spear. I will check if it hits in a moment. I'm just...
18.
18. Yep. So as you touch your spear over that, it starts heading.
Sorry.
You strike it just into the like more like the chest, but close to the shoulder at the side. You pierce into the skin like very fast, like very slick. For 5 points of piercing, you kind of see it like gush out like a bit of blood from its mouth as it tries to shout back at you in a language you don't understand, I believe.
Yeah, and I will move up and put my. Can I put my hands on my spear, or would it be an action to retrieve it?
No, I'd say bonus action like put your hands on it and start to retrieve it, but just like prying it out. It doesn't
Yeah,
do
so
any
this-
additional damage.
Yeah, just holding the end, just jet.
Yeah, okay, cool. You go over and retrieve it. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay, cool. It's at this moment that you guys hear more like clambering. You hear like a bunch of like shouting and more just that constant like cracking and crunching sound, and you start to feel the boat sway a lot more, like very much, especially on Wolfsbane's sensor. Okay.
Shit.
Yeah. She's just gonna make a beeline for the little boat.
Okay, so you like fully like dash over
Yeah.
down in it as turns around.
Claws
ready to get
out,
it going.
clinging to it.
Okay. So yeah, Rohan, you see a boat and this like rather relatively pretentious cat, kind of like huddling up.
Why? You're not the kid, you're a cat.
I don't want to die.
That's very nice, but this is my boat.
There's enough room, thanks.
But yeah, you
The cat
take your head for it.
No.
Okay, so the end of that. Anyways,
Seamus is going to run to the boat.
as he does that, he's gonna roll with some save first and just kind of look around, and he's gonna be like, and look at the knocked out person that you got, Rohan, and he's gonna shout out at you. It's all your command. Shouldn't we like bring him?
No, he tried to abandon us.
I mean,
But
no,
like,
yeah, I'm gonna-
you can't just leave him to. Come on, teacher.
Oh wow, the kid has more of a moral compass than you, Michael. Damn.
Rohan will look over the side of the boat and point at this guy.
Yeah.
He's a human, right?
Yes.
You! Human!
Which me? What?
Yeah, you!
Oh,
You!
yes, sir.
You look like a fop! Grab that guy and bring him here.
Hey, what?
I think he said a fuck.
A fop! A fop!
Okay.
Because that makes much more sense.
Yeah, he stops and he's like,
I will attempt to grab this man. If you can't get your lazy ass up and do it, I will do it instead.
I'm in the boat. It's safe in the boat. Kid, get to the boat!
okay, come on, Tyne, let's go. And yeah, he will move with for the sake of Seamus holding him. And he is going to pull himself around. He's going to try and clamber up here. He's half on it because it takes an extra 5 feet to be fully on it because it's difficult terrain, sort of. So, hands on with it.
It's like a little kid trying to reach out to get on something.
Can he not
Yeah.
dash?
Can he Ray of Frost this dude? Is it possible? Does he have line of sight mostly?
Yeah. The Mara will have half cover, just because he's trying to climb, and I said that really poshly, cover. Yeah.
Yeah, never mind. He tries,
Yeah.
he fails.
He hits
Takes a shot
Ophinius
and kind of
instead.
smacks on the side of the ship, and like it just starts spiking out into ice crystals.
It looks really nice though, you know? It looks like whenever you do the like weird little ice crystal things in like Photoshop and stuff.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like,
it looks just very fractally and everything like that. Nice.
he stops and is like, that would have been really nice if a teacher would have told me how to aim. And like, starts clambering back up.
Oh my god.
Shit, the shade.
Yeah, that's his turn. Turn.
Okay.
The shade.
Just like, but yeah, at this turn. Okay.
What the fuck is this?
You guys at the end of like the I say what's it called, this part?
The
Not
Huh?
the shadows.
That's the
the
aft.
darkness.
Oh,
I
okay.
see.
Okay.
That's-
No,
Alright,
that's the bow, not the aft.
the
Sorry.
bow. Okay.
It just
Is
moved
it the
over
front
the
or the back of
shadows.
the boat?
You hear like a large splash coming from that direction, and then you don't hear anything else.
Don't worry, we're probably good.
That was 15 feet. Funny. There we go.
I don't like that.
Alright. As you can hear, like this slow pacing towards you guys, and this guy's gonna have to roll a strength check. Yep, natural 20. And another guy
Oh no.
seems
Oh,
to.
fuck me.
This body kind of seems to throw and slide itself off, and this guy comes out
Wait,
And-
from inside the
No!
from inside
And
the
he
place?
is
No!
holding. He is holding somebody.
Was he holding?
We're gonna die here.
Oh shit, he's holding an assassin from Assassin's Creed.
He
No.
took a hold of him with 2 hands. And he's kind of like, ugh, stuff really like.
You know.
Ezio, no.
And he's grabbing him and like pulling him
Oh.
towards.
I
Sadie.
understood what that fucker said.
Yes, you do. It's just kind of something like, don't struggle, you'll be fine soon enough, basically.
Wait, now I see something on the edge of the boat.
Oh, now I see it.
Yeah.
And it just seems to be like throwing the. This guy clambering up to the side is going to make a swipe at Ophinius. His claw. That's a 17 to hit. That's for you, Ophinius. Well, I'm checking in that hits until he says otherwise.
That's alright. It was stuck in my face.
Yeah, no worries. I'll just tell you, you take
All the
7 points. You take 7 points of slashing damage just from his claws that is swipe across you. Yeah. And you are considered bloodied. I remember that. And as he does that, he is going to take the attack of opportunity and start trying to clamber below the ship.
Phineas, kill him. Kill him.
You get an attack of opportunity. There we go.
Fuck.
But as he does so, as you kind of swipe, you start to see a lot of centipede, like your bark and a few of your vines just kind of seem to rip and tear. And kind of take them out and pull you back as of recent events, you're kind of a bit paranoid. And as you get your opportunity to go ahead and stab with your spear, the already like slides down, raking a large cut down the side of the ship with the harpoon, and he disappears into the water. Now, the captain, he is running over to the side here and starts shouting at there's another one of his crew.
Helmsman.
Helmsman, that's it. I mean, Helm provides. But and starts like shouting at him. You guys can't really hear from here as the clouds in the sky start to like stare up a bit more and the waves start to crash as this like ship's twisting and turning and stuff to forbids. Yeah. I just like you can see if anyone was looking, you can see him like grab over my shoulders and just kind of shake him and throw him back onto the wheel, and just kind of look out to everybody over here, and then bides his time. He's gonna hold his action. Ezekiel.
Okay, because someone's being a lazy asking can't drag corpses or living knocked out people that he fucking knocked out over to the boat. Guess I'll be the ass that will have to drag him over. So I have to try to drag him over to about here if possible, because I only have 30 feet of movement.
So whenever you can go over and grab him, and you can spend your time grabbing out and moving him. It just means that your movement a hole.
Yeah, you need to dash.
You can dash if you like.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash then, so we can get the fuck on there.
Yeah. So you grab him and start just dragging him across. It's easy enough to do with your strength, and he's not all that built.
Still
And-
used to all. This is like, okay, here you go.
And you can throw him alongside of the ship.
Yep.
Throw
him overboard, Kalima.
Kalima. And that means the entire ship, or the entire boat, is full.
Oh shit!
So, is that your turn, Ezekiel?
Yeah, that's my turn.
This guy is unconscious for, let's see how many hours. 3.
Yes.
Dave, you're the closest to this entire scenario at the moment.
Mhm.
And you can kind of see it all happening. You see this slightly feminine figure, the closest you can kind of bring towards it, as it just kind of walks across the small, what's it called? You said it before.
The
Bow.
Bow of the ship, yeah. Just kind of seems to be walking across it like a tightrope.
Mhm.
Very, very slowly, and doesn't really seem all like panicky or rushing. Much like this Mero grabbing this guy and dragging him about. Yeah. Here's what you'd like to be doing.
Well, first of all, is there a way to get the rowboat off of the ship? That I can see?
Yeah, you can see 2 ropes that seem to be attaching it over on this side, and closer to Ezekiel. And you can kind of see they work as a pivot point to be able to pull on the other side and pull it out and drop it into the. Given time, probably takes a bit of time to be able to do it calmly. If you wanted to rush it and possibly have a few people fall off the side of the ship if they don't roll properly, it's doable to get it done in probably like an action.
Do it.
Nah, because I'm in spring form.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast a minor illusion right here.
Ooh, right.
And make
Is it the noise?
do all of her,
I'm gonna make the loudest boom I possibly can.
Okay, can you roll an Arcana check for me?
Sure.
DC isn't a matter of it. You're gonna succeed, but how it goes about.
Here comes the boo.
Okay. So
Ready
as you do that, you kind of lose yourself. You kind of like whisper into your hand and throw it off, and it kind of seems to be climbing this like gust of wind that kind of seems to travel. And then over by this creature, it just heard this loud boom. Like, and you all think that the front of the ship has just exploded from like a fireball. And let's see.
Poor Wolfsbane.
No, we're gonna die here.
The Mero kind of panics and hears it and like ducks down, drags this guy with him, smack his head on the side of the bow. And this
1
individual
point of
here,
damage.
1 point of damage. This individual here is just seems to be walking out and flinches for a moment and kind of sees it, and then looks over to you, Dayth, and you hear in your head, "Oh, that's very adorable."
Oh no.
Can't blame me for trying.
And just kind of seems to turn his head and look back at Liah. But yeah, this guy is like terrified at the moment. He's just like, wah, wah.
Things go boom.
Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Dave?
I was hoping to knock her off the edge, but
Oh yeah, she's natural 19, man.
yeah, I gotcha. I can't really do much to help him. I'm level 1. Nah, I'll come over here and be ready to help with the rope.
Okay.
You can't fit in because it's already full.
Yep, I know.
Oh
Alright.
no.
Oh, Rohan.
Is this guy on the boat now?
No.
No,
No.
he seems to be holding the side of it and looking at you, knowing look, ready to help get it up and off the ship.
Your sacrifice is appreciated, Elf.
Get it right.
So
It's
Rick
a lot.
Sanchez, I love it.
I think that you have knife ears, so you are an elf.
Knife ears.
Dayth looks. He typically has this very passive face. Right now, he's annoyed.
It like goes from neutral to slight frown.
It's like,
You kind of
show
see
you
little
a knife.
droplets of snow
What?
kind of surround the back.
What can I do to move this boat off of the other boat?
It's going to take a strength check on like pulling on these ropes. That'll
Oh
get
shit,
it
we need Sherwin for this.
Yeah! I'll come save you
I don't
guys.
think anyone in this party has strength.
I mean,
I have
16.
strength, how dare you?
I have strength 18.
Oh!
Yeah.
Same. Yeah.
Very large wooden person.
Very large wooden person. Please shove us off of this boat gently.
Negas and shoves just you off.
No, we need to get this boat off. Preferably allow the elf to die.
Knife ears.
Yeah,
There's nothing else. Oh wait, I can attack. Okay, I can attack.
Attack
I'm
the
just
ropes.
going to No. I'm gonna take a part. 1d2. I'm gonna shoot the other marrow that's alive with a produce flame.
Ooh, nice.
Make
Is
a
it,
fire
can
between
you do
them.
damage to that?
Yeah. I do
That's
d8 of damage.
That's nice. Alright.
Yeah. So I'm going to roll produce flame. Nice.
Alright, nice. So as you just kind of read from your book,
Produce
what'd you
flame
say?
on
yeah,
the
okay.
boat.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the range.
I'm fine.
So yeah, as you're hanging over it and just basically pick out from your book the words and the runes, kind of follow them, just throw it out, basically.
Oh no, this
no,
one's an 8. This is an 8.
Oh, okay, it's an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you just kind of focus and harness yourself, and you stumble for a moment, and then just like release like this gout of fire from your hand, and throw it out, and he seems like be like and its form, which is kind of slithering and moving about, seems to be like trying to like dodge like flames that seem to be dousing along its feet, and it takes 2 points of fire. Alright, nice. Is that your turn?
Smells fishy.
I'm gonna turn to Wolfsbane and say, something smells fishy.
God damn it.
She does not laugh.
Probably too much and too scared to laugh.
I give this cat thing gold and it ignores it. Fine. That's my turn.
Alright, cool. Ophinius.
I will bonus action regrow.
What?
Okay, cool. Kind of take a moment and your vines kind of collect up together and sew up.
Jeez.
Nice.
Oh shit!
Nice
It's a
roll.
nice roll. Jeez.
Wow.
And
think
you
you're good.
heal 11 points of health. Back to full level.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Party
Anyway.
collectively all start going Owen Wilson? Jeez.
What's that noise again? You know, wham.
that noise. That noise.
Yeah, go on, Angel. I'm sorry, your turn.
Is Dayth in the boat?
Nope.
No.
He's not.
Shit.
You can jump in. Don't worry. Don't let him in.
I will move towards
We could always drop the knocked out man for the not knocked out man. I'm pretty sure the other one would be a lot more helpful in this situation.
Not if he's an elf though.
and push the boat.
See the reasoning behind that.
What is it to push the boat? A strength check?
Yeah, it's a straight strength.
Crit fail, crit fail, crit fail.
So not. Fucking hate you.
We must all go down with the ship.
She's not even
So
saying
that-
it because she wants us to fail. She just wants Angel to fail.
Is it just athletics then, Kai? Strength.
What? 1 second. What did you say, Angel?
Would it be athletics?
Be straight strength.
Fuck.
Oh,
The
shit.
DC is taken into mind because it is just.
And I am helping on the other side.
Okay. Yep. I know.
Boo.
It goes out at 22. So, as you're thinking a moment of it, you kind of plant yourself, literally, the ship. This day kind of helps and hinder it, and Rohan, you're just kind of giving this, yeah, it's doing it. Okay, good, we're gonna live. And you're lifting, pulling over, and Dayth, you're the one, since you're kind of aware and you were looking at the construction of the situation, you keep hold of the ropes, so when everything is just kind of like leap it off the side and start shoving it off the side, it doesn't just loose and fall down directly into the ocean. Give me a sec.
Oh no, we're all falling in the ocean.
Go down with this ship.
No, Shreddy.
Whoa.
Please.
Alright, Unconscious McGee is.
Why are we taking him?
And I finish you getting over, and you're no longer bloodied. Let me get rid of that. So yeah, you spend your turn basically just kind of lifting and pushing it over. Yeah.
Who's left on the boat now?
So yeah, is that your turn?
Who else is left on the boat?
Is there anyone actually under the? We didn't check under.
Don't need to. It's fine. Just get
I
it.
mean, we saw a merfolk come up from underneath the ship.
Yeah, we're
so,
probably fucking filled with water.
Yeah, so
Alright,
there's,
so yeah.
who's left on the boat now? Me, Dayth, the dwarf guy, and whoever's been like mouth harassed by the Merrow.
And the
These
captain.
guys.
Yeah, and there's the captain and the helmsman.
Oh, screw them. Yeah. All right.
So
Yeah.
2 dwarves and a captain.
I go within reach, and Dayth's within reach. So yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Alright. So, after that, Wolfsbane, your turn.
What can I even do?
It's up to you. You can hold your action if you like, or panic.
Yeah, probably. I don't have any
Yeah.
ranged weapons other than a dagger, which I'm not going to throw onto a boat.
They just kind of start like.
you can grab an oar.
Alright, I'm just gonna do
My
that.
foot is like puffed.
Yeah, just like
I'm like an
shaking as well.
orb of cat.
Oh, maybe we should have left the cat behind.
Fuck you!
And it's just kind of like.
I know, maybe it could be used for a flotation device.
Shannon's like, so this was part of the lesson, right? Do I pass?
Kid, you passed with flying colors. You lived.
Brilliant. And he just kind of like sighs and puts it away safely in his backpack. I don't know. This individual over here walks over and sees this guy. Marrow pulls him close, and she takes a hand out and places what seems like a form, but you can't really tell, onto the forehead of the individual, and just begins to utter words underneath her breath. And as she does this, kind of opens her eyes, kind of has a bit of a revelation, looks over to the group over there, and she is going to gust of wind
Oh shit.
in a 30 foot. Seems appropriate.
Pushes the unconscious man out.
Alright, so she kind of takes a moment as she brings a symbol you can't see around her neck. It doesn't look like it's shining or anything, just kind of seems it and channels it. And this big collection of wind in there just pushes in the direction. Dayth and Ophinius, and that guy who is unconscious who auto fails, you guys make strength saving throws for me.
This guy?
He fails.
He's already down below with us.
Yeah,
Um,
you need to move
is-
you need to move Ezekiel to fit in the boat.
Alright, okay. Yeah. So, did you say Dayth is on the ship?
He's on the
This
boat.
dude's on the ship.
No, the unconscious
The
guy.
dude.
The
Oh yeah,
unconscious
I know.
guy.
He's on the ship, but he still needs to roll because he's just within.
Oh, okay.
He auto fails, but So.
He just gets picked up and tossed out.
Oh wait, this is 60. Alright. Each creature is stunned and sound. Okay, so Dayth and Ophinius, you guys go blowing 15 feet in this direction.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
And since you guys are lowering down the rowboat, when you get pulled, the rowboat just drops very, very fast deep into the water since it was slowly getting lowered down. Everybody else who is on the ship, make a strength saving throw.
Oh no.
Yes.
Okay, so
Come on.
everyone on the little boat
Look,
has to make a strength
I've
save.
been progressively getting worse. Why?
Well, that's above average.
Mm.
We're all rolling 10.
Is everyone getting- Wow.
This is fucking.
I have a
hilarious, like-
strength of 8. Okay.
Everyone, like, the boat
No,
goes down.
Shane!
Bye, Seamus.
It's just part of the test. Because I'm failing it. Oh, God.
Alright. So, as you guys all, fuck me,
God damn it.
as the small boat lands into the water, all you guys jump up, and anybody with lower than a 12.
Oh, so everybody.
All of you guys like flail about, and as it crashes, Ophinius and Dayth just kind of crash into you guys.
Ugh.
You splash out the rowboat, and nobody is left. And the waves are dead harsh and stern. I'm going to need, for the sake of this and making it a bit quicker, a con save for everybody on whether they're going to be able to fight the waves and try and get pulled.
Can I scream? It's a free action.
Get a bit of water in your mouth, but yes.
Oh, come on!
Oh.
Why?
Oh, Seamus, no.
Oh, Seamus! Oh no!
The humans are fucking up. No.
Well, Mike, I hope you enjoyed having your apprentice for one session.
Oh
It
god.
was 15 feet out this way, so I missed the boat.
Yeah, but still, as you're pulling yourself together, you're actually, I think, the only person who is able to swim against the tide and pull yourself
can't
onto the
swim!
rowboat, ironically.
Oh god. The poor cat.
Use the cat for flotation device.
The cat is sinking.
Oh
Oh, wow.
And
And like all of my fur is like stuck to me, so now I look about 50% smaller.
you also, suddenly, as you fall into the water, Wolfsbane, a small little ferret-like creature just smashes into your face. And
I'm just screaming.
yeah,
Swinging to your head.
you begin to sort of, a lot of you guys begin to panic. Fierce and great, you start to see like storm brewing and crashing around you. And for that moment, you see, just as the last bit of you guys trying to, there's an individual look over the edge, see you all kind of struggling, and then move back onto the ship. And you can kind of see,
Bastard.
you can kind of see her hand just moving back and forth, like flowing back and forth, and you can see the tide begin to blow away from the ship.
Oh shit.
You guys begin to like wave away. Dayth,
I
you
think she's
can
just getting
spend a
rid
bit
of
of time
us.
trying your best to pull everybody back on. But that's the point where everybody who got higher than a 10 on their con save can get pulled back onto the ship.
Yeah, I'll like
Oh, okay,
use an oar
good.
to let people get on.
Except Seamus.
DM,
Yes.
could Rohan, rather, instead of pulling himself on, try to get Seamus on instead? And instead, so just basically swap their roles, I guess.
Okay, I will say for the sake of this, roll straight d20.
Okay.
Can I
Which
help
is
him with that, by the
shield.
way? Because I'm next to him.
I'll say if this will be, if you do help, it'll be sacrificing you. Just strictly because you're going out of your way to get on the ship to go help him.
Yeah, well, I don't breathe, so it don't fucking matter. So yeah.
Alright. So as you go on over, I'll say that
You're
gets
made
rid
of wood. You like float.
Yeah,
it gets
pretty
rid
much
of
in
the
a way.
d20 roll. So Seamus gets pulled back onto the ship,
Okay.
and so does Ezekiel, I believe. And after that point, we got left into a very harsh tide on a rowboat for what seems like days. Some of you get Rohan, you can see Seamus just kind of shouting out and kind of calling out to teacher, grab hold, grab, and you start to blow away.
Yeah.
In the same direction, mind you, but splitting off.
No.
And this guy just
Eddie.
straight up fucking sinks. Guys.
Can I grab onto the wooden person beside me?
Go ahead, yeah, sure. Are you
I'm
gonna
going
fight
to
it,
use him
Ophinius,
as a
or-
flotation. I'm going to use him as a flotation.
Can I secure him to me with my vine whip?
Yeah, sure. You go ahead and just lash up
Vine
and
whip?
things with it.
What are you, a
Are you
fucking
a Pokemon?
Bulbasaur?
Yeah.
No, I have a prehensile vine in my arm, so
You
Yeah,
know,
it's-
you
it's-
started
you
off
gotta
with
see, like-
prehensile vine, and I was just like, ugh. And then you're like, in my
When
arm, I was
you-
like, okay.
But for that moment, as you're trying to grab hold of him, you think he's about to go swing for it. But the small little component where you can see in the center of his palm just kind of lashes out and grips hold of you and pulls you closer.
Ugh. Ugh.
And what feels like days of drifting in the sea, after a while you start grabbing onto wreckage, and you guys splitting apart. And you think this is the last time you're going to be seeing, the other people forever. For Ophinius with Dayth and Seamus with Han. And after a bit of time, can I leave the rowboat? Let me place it on here. Give me a sec. Alright, so this will be fun. Let me just grab you guys.
Do they both have one eye?
Oh my god. It's a Trevenant?
Yeah.
He is just a straight up Trevenant. Alright, I shall copy paste you guys.
Oh.
Alright. You let's say, for the sake of it, for people who got on the ship, Wolfsbane and Dayth, as you guys are getting, you guys are the ones that are awake for this little moment, as I rolled. And you start to see a small piece of land, an island almost, as you looking out, and you're like, yeah, okay, sure, let's get towards that. And you start to see figures on the edge of the island. Give me a moment. I will move you guys in now here.
Kirby!
Kirby!
You forgot the circle around the outside.
I know, I'm grabbing them.
I think you can group them.
I will group them now. Highlight both, right click, advanced group. Okay, I am group. Okay, my laptop is being silly, so give me a moment, guys. Bear with me. So,
Pardon me, I'm sorry.
just need to explain a bit of a circumstance. So, let me this up, and here. I'll get you both, by the way. It's just a matter of copy pasting what the visual was. You copy and paste it. So, Rohan and Phineas, you are currently not conscious. From literally being left at sea for what feels like a day. Phineas, you straight up float, so after a while, Rohan, you kind of stuck to, this big tree-like creature. And you come across this. Give me a moment.
Is this,
Oh.
Can I see the name on... Oh, that's not me. Oh, that is me.
What?
The fuck is that?
Alright, so, but, handle together. Itzli. After your circumstance, what happened with you, you were surprised to see when heading back, just having a moment of, oh, maybe they'll return. You have a look out onto the sea, and you saw bodies, and you're quite surprised to see them. You have literally only about half an hour ago seen these two, the strange plant-like, large, looks like a suit of armor, decorated like moss and collections like branches. And this, when you look at it, you think human, but then you're like, no, I believe you've traveled enough to know such creatures. And there is this moment, you guys aren't here yet, by the way, I'll move you a bit back, because you guys are sailing towards this. So, well done, you guys have drifted at sea. And you give Rohan a bit of a poke, and soon enough, he awakes. And Red, do you want to take a moment and describe what he sees when he wakes up?
Yeah, you'll see a very large turtle creature, completely obsidian in color, except for his eyes, which are very yellow. On his carapace, on his back, if you look at it, you can just see markings in different languages, paintings, hieroglyphs, etchings, and he looks, if you look closely, he's kind of covered in wrinkles. He has slight of an underbite there. He's kind of old looking, and he's just looking at you like, the fuck is that?
Ah!
Ah!
That was loud, Mike.
And Rohan is like grabbing at like his chest desperately and reaching into his coat and pulling out his flask and twisting it and drinking from it, and he's just watching this thing the whole time. And there's 1 glug, 2 glugs, 3 glugs, replaces the lid. Ah!
Oh, would you stop? Would you stop that? Oh my god, my ears.
What?
What the fuck are you?
What the fuck am I? What the fuck are you?
I'm a turtle. What does it look like?
Black?
Mm.
You look very large and ebony.
I appreciate that. I think. What?
Why am I? Oh.
Is he still tied up, by the way?
I feel like I'm still tied up, so I'm just going like,
You've got like a loose vine around your leg, but after a while, Ophinius has woken up and then like conked back out.
The woodman.
Oh, it moves. It moves.
No, it's okay. It's okay. He's with
Destroy
me.
all humans.
No,
Destroy all humans.
There's not even any humans here. You stupid piece of wood.
Wait, what are you?
Genasi.
You what?
See?
You're what?
And as he does that, like just like kind of like ash and like sparks and everything kind of like comes out of his throat.
You look meaty.
I am meaty.
And you guys start to know. I'll say Rohan and Ophinius perception, and I'll say Itzli as well. Let's see.
I'm gonna get up.
Did not mean to roll twice, but
Did not mean to close roll 20.
That's not a perception check, Michael. That's the close button. No. So, Ophinius, you have no care in the world. You're just more amused than feel scared that you're going to destroy all of mankind. It is down to Rohan. You kind of see off in the distance a small, very small dot that seems to be getting closer, and gradually you just kind of have a realization. You're like, yes, yes, and you look and realize. And turn to your right, you see what's written down here. It says Abel on the side of this ship.
Oh! That must have been the boat I was supposed to be on. Oh, the unplaceable. Good thing I didn't end up on that boat.
And you guys gradually on your begin to get closer until you can actually dock off. Sorry, the rowboat was being dead awkward, so. And Beaver Reunite Seamus just kind of gets out and is just like, and just clambers up and falls on his back at the side.
Wolfsbane makes a beeline over this way. Away from the water.
Just for the land.
Alright, also you begin to realize, actually everybody roll a d20. Everybody,
Okay.
except for people who aren't there.
All one of them.
Yeah, baby!
So, Wolfsbane, everything you have on you is still in place. You have made sure you're very paranoid you're together, and you're like,
Okay.
yeah, okay. Stop throwing sevens at yourself. You absolute child. Okay, so, fuck me. Okay, Dayth, everything you have, and you're very paranoid about, strapped to your body, so you're safe. Alright. Ophinius, if you had any form of food or rations, or anything that you believe that isn't weapons or armor, or a trinket that you keep stowed away, anything you believe that you have like connected to your backpack or something that's quite loose, which I will check in a second, you have lost. Compensation.
Ah!
Yeah.
Wait, I've lost, like, so it's basically anything in my bags.
not anything in your bags, but it's strictly like you can ask me, say whether it had been lost or not. Oh, I'll look through and I'll tell you what has been lost. That'll be a lot easier.
Alright.
Itzli, you're fine, but you've already lost what you need to lose. So, you have lost all your arrows.
Which I don't use.
Yeah. And
You were carrying them for me.
you've lost that bag of clothes,
Oh.
which I think you were also carrying for him.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
So you lost Dayth's stuff. Everything else seems tightly sealed and kind of strapped to you because you don't really carry much. Rohan, you look to your side and you kind of realize you've got hold of your book and you're like, thank God I kept hold of this. As you open up, you realize there was a few pages in the back that you kept just a few spare backup, you copied them down again, that have now soaked and went through. They're like 3rd levels.
Oh my god! Why? My backup counter spell!
So as you guys all sort of collect yourself, you can talk for a little moment. I will be right back, because I'm going to go grab a cup of tea. If peeps want, they can take a quick 5-minute.
Yeah, I'll take a 5.
Okay, cool.
Hi, Liah.
Hi.
Oh. How you doing?
Alright, how are you?
I'm good. Did you enjoy your run?
Yeah, I always do.
Good.
I ran a bit further than usual today, though.
Did you run
What
so
were you
far
running
away?
away from?
Sorry?
Did you run so far away?
No, I was saying this to Angel. I didn't hear what he said.
Oh.
So what were you running away from?
Your mom.
Same.
Alright, Michael. God damn it.
No, I was just out for exercise. Just went for a run.
Exercise.
What is that?
It's kind of like what you do when you stare at train tracks.
Thank you. It's a mental exercise.
Yeah. Only she does it with her legs.
Hey.
How long was the campaign going for before I joined?
Not too long, I don't think. Maybe an hour.
Okay. Mhm.
Yeah, we just kind of just introduced ourselves.
Kind of like more or less decided we don't need a druid, so we're alright.
That's okay. He's somewhere on that island.
He's talking with the animals.
Spoilers.
So update on the Splatoon situation. It might not come until Friday.
What?
I know.
When did they order it?
Like, Sunday?
Oh, that'll be probably why. It's like minimum, it'll be 3 to 5 days on it, so
Yeah.
that's so it's...
I guess I got water.
Angel.
What?
Why are you thinking that to me?
What?
It's gross, dude.
What is? I don't know. Got no idea.
Fuck off. Oh.
Why are you making that noise?
I'm getting linked things, special things from Angel directly. He's just sending me like a sort of like a biography of his life, you know.
Oh wow! Thanks for that.
I always want to get to know you, Angel. It's good to learn about, you know, these parts of your life that you want to share with me.
Yeah, like the weather, you know, like my arms. Apparently.
Okay.
In fact, I think I linked you this one. Hold on, let me link it.
I'm just waiting for the link. Where is it?
I'm not
going
going
to do it publicly.
Yeah, I'm not going to link it publicly. Fuck that.
That's awful.
I'm not seeing a problem. Oh!
I'm gonna go to hell because of you. That's awful.
Oh my god.
You did not see it coming, did you, at all?
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna stop
so
looking at it.
I can't RP with Seamus right now, which is what I would be doing. But I can do it with Ophi and Itzli. Itzli? Itzli. Ebony and Ivory. What's where are we?
We're on that fucking island. What does it look like?
Okay, point for you. Very easy answer. Land masses are all islands. Fair. What is the name of this island?
I don't know. I just got stranded here like a day ago.
You got stranded here too? What is the stranded island?
Like, oh my gosh. We're like twins. Except
Okay, but
you're not.
yeah, I'm not black, but
what?
He's literally described as a giant black turtle. What else am I supposed to say?
Obsidian. You can't use that word. That's our word.
That's our word.
Howdy.
Okay, well, I have a very important question for you, but I need you to answer it with the utmost sincerity. Is there alcohol on this island?
Say yes. Roll deception.
I'm back, by the way, so if you want to...
He'll look at you and be like, there's so much alcohol on this island. It's hidden beneath all the sand. But you have to dig in certain spots. I can show you.
All right.
He's so lying.
I'm waiting for your roll, my friend. I will contest you.
Well, we'll see how the...
Oh shit!
That's amazing.
I like you, Onyx. I like you, but if we do find alcohol, I will kill you for it.
Teacher, why do you...
No, this is before the kid's here.
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
Yeah. Tree Man, what's your name?
Brom.
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 Did your parents try to name you Broom and like because you're wood, and
Made a
then just
typo.
fuck up, or
Do take care with that, because I will reach my vine down your throat, through your lung, and tear out your heart for you to see. If you say that again.
as fascinating as that sounds, I'm not sure that you can actually do that just because of how physiology works, and also it's pretty hot inside of here. He smacks his chest. You're probably gonna get burned.
Mm-hmm.
But I like you, so you can have some of my alcohol. Not this when I go back there.
I don't have a mouth.
How are you talking?
How are you talking?
I'm using my mouth.
No, but you're wearing trousers, so I imagine like all the shit that's coming out must be coming out of your rear end, so...
Yeah? That's where shit comes from.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is probably at that exact moment.
That's when.
Finds themselves down. Seamus kind of comes out and is just like, "Teacher, you're alive."
Kid! Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. I thought you died.
So, I thought you died.
Why would you think I died?
Because the last time I saw you, a big vine monster grabbed you.
Yeah, but you were stuck with an elf.
Oh,
I'll actually have me. Dayth has been okay for this trip.
Don't trust him, kid.
Okay. And he just kind of rolls his eyes, and he just kind of takes a spot by his side. And he stops and he's like, "Oh, I kept the book dry." And he like holds it up above his head.
Oh, good job, kid. I like just put a hand on his head. Good.
Yeah. Just, like,
Always keep your book dry.
Noted.
You know they make
Note that one
waterproof
down
books.
with the date. Don't forget the date.
Alright. Dated. And actually, I need to up it to 2 days. So, hand out. So yeah, as you guys all kind of point yourself, a lot of rations that you kind of have to go through. If you guys had any, you kind of have to conserve with you. For each person who was on the boat, took 2 days worth of rations each.
Now that we're talking about food, oh, I'm hungry.
Would you like me to find us something?
Charcoal.
What?
I
He
get
snaps,
it.
he snaps his fingers and points at the giant Tortle.
Oh.
My name is Itzli, but that's okay.
That's hard for me to pronounce, so I'm just gonna call you Raven. And
No, that's not my name at all.
I think your name is Raven Blackheart. And
Who's that?
He pulls out his book and just starts writing like, "Genasi's our asshole."
Alright, so now it's Wolfsbane. Okay,
is there food around here? Because I could seriously eat.
I mean, like, there's stuff to collect. There's not a lot of plentiful food. Berries, bushes. I saw like a bear deeper in, if you want to try to kill that thing, but you know, they're bears.
Don't
How big was the bear?
I don't know, like a...
like a bear.
Like a
That's
bear.
fine.
Like a normal bear, though, not like a dire bear, is what I'm asking.
What color was the bear?
It was brown.
It's just a
Okay,
oh,
so-
that's
It was
fine.
black and brown.
Well, I need to eat, and if we don't eat soon, I might eat the cat. So, I think we should
You
find.
can fucking try.
I will.
Wait here. I will, Ophinius will go and forage.
Okay, so you go off into the woods. Okay, make a deception check. Oh, so I can hear myself through somebody. It's gone now.
Did echo.
Okay, it's fine now. Yeah, so perception check. Okay, Can that person who's in the woods make a stealth check for me, please?
Got it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright. So, Phineas, you go through and you start trying to food for what is needed. Make a survival check for us, please.
Ophinius is the tree person.
Yes.
Oh damn.
Yeah, right. Because Sherwin is quite fascinated with this tree creature. He's going to move closer, and he is like got a sketchbook out, and he's just like sketching him and watching him.
So many
Alright,
books in
still
this.
stealth?
Yeah, studying.
Okay.
Read books.
Oh shit!
Very quiet.
So as you head out, Phineas, for the first part, as you're kind of going out, you only really see this individual after you finish hunting, but you manage to actually put down 3 rabbits and a squirrel that you see coming from the tree. You can choose not to kill, or you choose to kill it.
Oh wait, no. I meant to say I don't kill.
Okay, I was just checking that.
I'm
I didn't
basically,
know that.
I'm a vegetarian.
Okay, that's fine. So,
Yeah.
as you
Oh,
go ahead, you with all your weight just start clambering yourself up to, like, and you start like picking what you need to, grabbing what you need to, and you collect like a reasonable size, like about, let me roll, about 2 days worth of rations.
Do I get double? I think I get double for foraging, don't I, as a ranger?
As a ranger, yeah, so 4.
Cool.
Right, you come back with 4 days worth of rations, just like all fruit, collection of fruit and veg, some coconuts as well.
Coco Cante.
Yeah. And you return to the group. Except, just as you're about to, Sherwin, would you like to describe yourself, please?
Halfling has a really powerful mustache. Kind of just like you would imagine a stereotypical outback Australian. And has a fat little capybara sitting beside him.
Oh my god.
Aw.
Another thing to eat.
I'm a vegetarian. We don't eat meat.
You don't, but I sure as hell do.
So is this what I see in the way back?
Yep, you see him just kind of all clambering there, like, seemingly hiding in a bush, sketching.
So it's just literally I can see his eyes in the shaking bush.
Yeah, you know,
Like he's doing something. Can I reach over and try and grab it in with my vine?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. You can make an attack, but then do 0 damage with it as you're just trying to grab.
Yeah.
I'll have to make a grapple, actually. Probably easier.
Oh, I'm gonna contest it. I'm gonna fucking contest it. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna fucking contest it.
I swear to God,
Alright.
you get a crit.
Oh, that's
What's-
actually a really good roll for me.
What's
Yeah.
your stat again? Is it 3?
-4.
No, I meant the actual stat.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a 3.
it's -3.
Oh, no, it's
no.
just overall.
Oh.
-4, the actual stat is 3.
I genuinely thought you were serious about being very strong too.
Sherwin's strongest there is.
Now you see, the chance of getting a -3 is quite high, so you know, it would like reach around and be like a 34.
It's
But,
like an overflow error for a game.
Yeah.
Like White
Oh,
God
yeah.
one time turned into fucking like go crazy as hell.
As you are grabbing at him, Ophinius, you wrap around the center part of his chest, kind of pull him closer. And you kind of see his full form now, like a small little halfling individual, keeping hold of a sketchbook and just basically going like a whoa, and then a small little third. With Happy, has he got anything? Has he got any clothes, or is it just him strictly now?
Currently he has a little cape on.
Okay, a little small like kind of cloth, kind of like the back, like draped like a cape. A small little capybara that he just kind of has like nuzzling himself and just kind of moving closer, like very calm. That the fact that you've just been grabbed, show and like pulled closer, just kind of like moves alongside you.
Capybara is like huge.
And they're actually
They're like the size of a dog.
Yeah.
They can be,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're smaller, yeah. For the sake of this, I'm just decided it is a small.
Yeah, no,
Wait,
it's just
wait.
I was just thinking.
It's the size of a small.
This one isn't a fully grown capybara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's little.
I'm just making sure I was thinking of the right animal.
Wait.
Okay.
Is Sherwin just
actually-
wearing a cape and nothing else?
Sorry?
Are you just wearing a cape and nothing else, or have I just misheard?
Yeah, I'm just wearing a cape and nothing else. I'm just sitting here in the bush sketching you in my cape, bitch.
The capybara was wearing a. The capybara is wearing a cape, and he is fully dressed in the style of like adventurer's gear to like rope around his waist and like. But yeah, for the sake of right now using just, Liah requested that I use this one, so I'll have you guys being at the edge of the. Once my roll 20 decides to fix up. There we go. So.
Am I supposed to
Eric,
see something, by the way? Because I don't see anything.
Nah, yeah, you'll be on a second.
I see.
Okay.
So, Phineas, can you move to the bottom of the screen for me, and only you?
Everyone goes to the.
I'll fill in your stats in
Yeah.
a little bit, Leah. I just, have to do this.
Oh
on the fly.
my god.
What the fuck is that?
That's amazing.
What?
I want to see.
All right, and so Phineas, you
Oh, there we go.
approach this individual who is currently just got a sketchbook, and you've now got him like in your grip, and this small, just smaller than a dog, like a creature just kind of comes over and like snivels a bit.
Who are you?
Okay. And he's like, yeah, g'day, mate. I was just sitting around here looking and, observing, and I saw you, and you were quite fascinating looking, so I was trying to picture. And he shows us a notebook. It's you.
It's quite, it's like rushed and sped ahead, but it's still really good.
Do you mind putting me down for a moment?
No.
Oh, come on. And then he'll look down at his capybara and he'll be like, run.
You haven't taught him that yet, so he just kind of sits
I
there.
know, he just sits there and stares at me. He's like, okay, mate, if you're gonna eat me, could you just not eat my mate Happy?
I don't eat meat.
Oh, really? Do you by any chance eat these? And he pulls out a good berry.
I don't eat.
You don't eat? Oh, well, then can you just let me go, mate, and I'll just get back to my sketching, if that's okay with you?
No.
Very well. Would you like to take me with you, wherever you're going?
Not really.
Could you let go of me, at least?
No.
You are a very strange creature. I kind of like you. And he's going to keep sketching this. Now that I've got a close-up view on him, he's like, oh, now I can actually get a good look at your eyes and get detail in there. You've got quite fascinating eyes, you know that.
One eye.
Your eye, that's what I said. You have a fascinating eye. You're going to have to make this scene advance, because I can't move.
I know. I'm gonna sigh inwardly, and you'd see a groan of vines and levers, and he will begin to move slowly back to the thing.
Free ride, Happy, let's go.
And it just kind of seems to follow alongside. I'll sort out tokens and shiz for like.
Oh my god.
What? What?
The token.
What?
You need to see the token.
I can't because I have not dark vision. Let me move up.
Can I have control over Happy just so I can move the tokens?
Yeah, I'll give you it now.
Still don't see shit.
I won't fill his sight in or anything. Just be aware that Happy is happy.
Here he comes.
Jesus Christ, not that funny.
It's just the tension as it's just kind of rising closer. But...
God damn it.
Ophinius. Oh wait, no. Broom. I don't think that's food. I think that's a halfling.
Yeah, so they were
Now I'm
watching
picturing
me.
Steve Irwin, but he's like shrunk.
His fucking face.
You know when people on content will wear scale sinks so they're small?
He's currently looking straight at you, Wolfsbane, and well, how do I say the turtle's name? How do I say your character's name?
Oh, Itzli.
Itzli?
Itzli.
He's looking straight at you two with the most fascinated expression on his face.
You know,
Dreamman,
when people, when they shrink it down.
What the fuck is that?
Halfling!
That was Steve Owen.
Halfling!
Compressed.
I know you're not food, and I will happily acknowledge that further if you have alcohol.
He does not acknowledge you. He is looking straight at Wolfsbane and Itzli.
So does this
Dreamman,
this
please
thing...
just put me down.
It does talk.
No. Not yet. Dayth. Dayth,
Yes.
can I keep it?
It is a sentient creature. Why don't you ask it?
It already said yes.
Are you saying this in common?
No, we're speaking to Sylvan. We speak.
Oh, I know
Sylvan.
that. Fuck you.
Dayth just continues to blink.
Ezekiel gives you both like the strangest look.
And goes, put the halfling down.
Aw. It was sketching me.
Okay.
Trying to copy designs again.
I'm sorry. I don't think anybody on this plane can copy your design.
I know. Well, you did a pretty good job, but
That's my
I
design.
was. Yes. Well, this is meat, so I'll let the meat go. I will drop the meat.
Gently. Gently.
I just drop him. It's fine.
Yeah, just drop it.
Oh, his fucking head.
Alright, the moment he hits the ground, he's gonna run over here. Over to the turtle and the cat. Oh my goodness, you two are absolutely beautiful. Do you mind if I just sit here and sketch you both for a bit?
How did I ever miss you?
I'm sorry, what was that?
He's just gonna turn his head like, how did I ever miss you on this island?
I'm quite good at what I do, so if you two would just sit here quietly for a moment, I'm just going to sketch you both because I don't want to get my observations into my notebook. Because you two are just absolutely fascinating, He's going to sit down in front of you and just start sketching you. Do you have a name? Either of you.
I have a lot of names.
Your best name. What's your best name?
That one is Raven Blackheart, and the other one is Cat.
You can call
Not my
me
name.
Raven
Wolfsbane if you
Raven
like.
Blackheart.
Could you roll deception for me?
Oh yeah,
Barry?
sure. I'm definitely gonna beat a 22.
I hope you do.
At 20. Damn it.
Yeah.
Hey, Sherwin is gonna, for a brief moment, look over at Rohan and be like, you're one of those people who makes funny noises when you talk, but you really no one should listen to you, right, mate? It's okay. I'm just gonna talk to the animals. Is that okay with you? Yeah? Alright.
I'll shut up if you give me alcohol.
Alcohol, that's bad for you, mate.
What?
A voice of reason we have here.
She just kind of stops and is like, he does have a bit of a point, teacher.
That is ridiculous. Don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's talking.
That said, I do like a good pint myself, but there ain't nothing on the island, mate, so...
What?
Teacher,
Are you
I
fucking-
Rohan flops onto the ground. I have
Just gives up.
died.
Methinks you have a little bit of a problem.
I have died, and I have gone to the 9th layer of hell.
Alright, I loot him, if that's okay with you.
Who wants
Oh
to
shit!
eat that alive?
He sees the ferret! Oh my god, what is this over here?
That's Tyne. He's
Oh.
done.
some kind of ferret thing.
Tyne, they did.
And just kind of see his like curls up and then just places itself down like possum style.
Can I roll like animal handling to see how well I like interact with the ferret?
It's Hans Gold.
Mike?
Michael.
Oh,
Is
sorry,
he really
what?
dead?
No, he just.
Did he really die?
He's just playing
Jeez.
dead. He's just playing dead.
Well.
I literally said play dead.
Yeah,
I
no,
know, but I
can
mean,
Lee roll?
Oh shit!
The answer is no, she can't.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, come here, mate, come here.
As you like poke it and pick it up, it's still pretending to play dead until said otherwise. So you're picking up like a dead ferret.
Hold on, I'm gonna roll insight to see if I believe it's dead. Oh god! Oh god, I think it's actually dead.
Really? You'll go over and look at it. It's like,
He's gonna get emotional now. Oh, it was so young.
Stop.
Hold on. Before you answer, I want to see if I believe it.
yeah, I want to see if I believe if it's dead. I want to see if I believe it's dead too.
Okay, no.
Shit, I do too.
It was so young. I really want to get to know it. I'm
It's a damn
so
shame.
sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry.
I didn't really know it, but it looked
Okay,
adorable.
okay. Time. No longer play dead.
And it just kind of like moves back.
By the gods, it's a miracle. It's alive.
As I said,
You're alive.
I am a great and powerful wizard.
Okay, we're inciting that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true.
It is true.
Yeah, it is
It's
true.
At least
Really?
Ezekiel believes it.
What's your name?
You can call me Han.
Han?
Little
Han?
meat man, why is your capybara on the boat?
He wants to get away from Sherwin. I don't know. He's like, freedom! No.
So it's
Row
rowing.
the boat.
Row the boat away from us. He's like, oh, happy mate, what are you doing? We ain't done here. We have lots of things to study and learn. Come on, out the boat.
He kind of stays there still for a moment.
Oh, you're so stubborn, mate. Come on.
And then just kind of stops and splashes into this water over here, which gets all
Oh,
over you.
so cute.
And then waddles back onto the.
Yeah, Sherwin doesn't mind. All right. Maybe you're hungry, by the way. I have these berries here. If anybody
much
wants some?
so.
Please. I need food so bad.
I literally just went and gathered food for you guys.
Yeah, so why do we want food
All I
from the
saw
forest?
was
when
this.
Why
All
would
I
we
saw
want
was the
food from
halfling.
we have food from the creepy forest dweller? It's fine.
You're gonna eat the magical berries that grows out this pond.
Seamus comes a bit closer and sees the majority of food, like more food from Ophinius. And he's just kind of like, if it's okay, I'll pass out on the berry, and I'll like, and just kind of like holds his hands out basically to you, Ophinius.
Thank you. I will.
Denying someone's
I'm
hospitality.
gonna have all of it. That would be ridiculous, not so.
Oh, you can eat whatever you want, mate.
I'm gonna have a berry.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have more.
You're gonna eat some of the other food too, you
Yeah.
fat ass.
I only have 4 rations left. 2 rations down, Dayth.
If I can't use ale, I'll use
2 rations down because Seamus took some for the day, and I think Rohan also did.
Rohan, when you go to reach for the berries, he's kind of move it away from you and goes, ain't you like a great wizard? Can't you do this yourself? It's like basic magic.
Oh shit!
Yeah, but this is magic that I'm not familiar with.
Oh, in which case, here you go, mate. And he'll
I'm
offer you
much
a
better
berry.
at just blowing things up.
Yeah, he'll offer you a berry. Anyone
Thank
who wants a
you.
berry, you can take one from Sherwin.
I smear the
You will
berry on
definitely
my
take the
face.
berry. Can't deny someone's hospital.
Itzli will take one.
And
How
it's-
does the berry?
Sherwin will say, so what brings you all to this island here? Did you come in that little boat? How'd you all fit in there?
Rohan, in exchange for the berry, offers a swig of his alcohol to Sherwin.
Oh, sure thing, mate. I'll take that. And he'll take it. He'll take a swig of it.
It is, Liah, it is poteen,
Oh, shit.
Poutine?
which
What?
means no poteen.
It's
It's
protein.
an Irish
Okay,
drink.
protein.
It's an Irish drink, and it's like stupidly high alcohol content.
Alright, I roll con.
Sherwin.
I'm just taking a sip of it. Do I really need to roll con for
No,
that?
no. But like it has a kick to it.
It's mainly to
Okay.
like see how much you scrunch up your face, and it's like, oh, okay.
Alright, yeah, he'll take a sniff of it and then he'll be like, what?
Oh shit,
Wait.
it tastes like a champ.
Nice.
Hey, this ain't half bad. This ain't half bad.
I have a bit of a cough, rough cough afterwards, but you're like, yeah, that's fine. It's quite good.
Being back on that boat is what it is. Fucking close to water.
Yeah, so Sherwin wants to know what you're all doing on this island.
Right, so you guys.
Yeah, when you ask that, Wolfsbane
Happenstance.
will point at the fucking shipwreck to. Right.
Why are you
Oh.
pointing at that? Why are you pointing at that? That's clearly the unplaceable, not the implaceable.
It's literally the boat we were on.
Hold on, I'm gonna insight that. Just taking his time. I'm going with the original 6, so.
Alright.
No,
Is it-
it's clearly the unplaceable.
Teacher, I think you should listen to. What was your name again? Sorry.
You can call me Wolfsbane.
It's a
Thank
cat.
you.
I'm not listening to it.
Wolfsbane, that suits you. It's majestic, just like you.
Thank you.
You seem to be a little soggy cat thing.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm
I
just
think we
saying,
all probably seem to be a bit soggy.
I remember you being very large.
I mean, I imagine I would have dried off in the course of 2 days on the boat.
A little bit, but you're still a bit like water spraying out and you guys climbing over. You're still. Everybody is sadly a bit more soggy.
I'm dry.
Yeah,
I
you've been left on the side of the beach for. Your hairs are still a bit dampened, but and you're with your nausea bloodline, it just heats up and it's just taking some time to dry. But yeah, like it does with prestidigitation, where it heats it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you guys all get on the side, if you get a bit closer to the ship, notice that there is a few. There's some things to the wreckage, like all this shiz is still here. So let me click it.
Let's see what these fuckers were carrying.
Alright, who's gonna go?
Willing to bet it's not alcohol.
You don't know.
It might be.
It might be.
It might be, it might not be either, or you probably shouldn't drink it.
Alright, give me a second.
Itzli will ask, so what exactly sank your ship here?
No.
To who?
Fish people. Horrible fish people.
Oh. Would I be familiar with them at all, Kai?
Marrows.
I'd say make a nature check if you guys want to think of anything.
I don't think any of us actually know what they are.
I rolled.
Yeah, I don't
by
know what
name.
the ship is, but strictly
Oh.
for Italy and
Oh shit.
Yeah, I rolled high enough on nature.
Can someone describe it to
Yeah.
me,
Oh
please?
shit, sure.
I'm not rolling for the
Like
fish
everyone
ones.
knows.
yeah. Is anybody going to describe it?
I was just gonna see what I can find in the rubble.
I am just going to hold up my hand and
Also
then
for nature, let's see, where's that?
snap my
Yeah.
fingers, and I am going to minor illusion an image of the marrow in front of.
I don't know shit.
You know, one more than I do.
Oh. This thing is what wrecked your ship.
Yeah, that's
Multiple.
the thing.
Multiple.
Yeah.
You'll make one too. Multiple of these things.
Oh god.
And they made a lot of noises like this and duplicating them.
Oh my god.
Han also makes the noise,
See, just like that.
just like that.
Fun
Happy mate, if you're gonna stay behind, just stand about, okay?
And just so it just kind of plonks its bum.
Well, might as well see what's all over in the sinking wreckage.
Yeah, did somebody want to help me? I rolled an investigation.
Oh, sure. I'll help you.
Well, if you want someone to roll an investigation,
I got 19.
Hello.
I mean, I got a nat 20 last time.
Alright, I'm writing out what you guys find now, going through it all.
Oh, yeah, that natural 4.
I mean, would I be able to help you though, Harry? Because I said that after you rolled it.
I mean, I assume people were coming over to help.
Plus 7-ish. I want to roll kind of just to see.
Okay, go for it. If
I
you
still
roll
haven't
less
used a
than-
bardic inspiration. Can I give it to myself?
You can't.
No, you got them back.
No.
It's been 2 days.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's been 2 days, so you have it all back, but you can inspire oneself.
Sad
Yeah.
day. Alright.
There's a specific thing which makes you, I think, able to inspire
Damn it.
yourself.
Yeah, like, I think it's like a
Guidance.
law bar thing later on. But,
Yeah, I think so.
yeah. 1 second, what is it?
Sad day.
Here you go.
I was hoping for a nat 20. Bottle of wine, Sandy.
Okay. DM,
Yo,
did I find the wine?
what's your investigation check?
Should we?
I
10.
got a 10.
Should
Alright.
we just
Going through
Dwarf's
see who
head?
found- roll to see who found it?
I'll say going through it, for all those who like to take a check at it, down here with this crate, you go through it, and you find it's full of like neatly organized wood slats, and then when you're pulling that to the side of the ship, you guys do see just this dwarf head kind of like roll out, and it looks slightly familiar
Oh,
as that
shit.
one
Oh,
guy who got
God.
intimidated by Khan to stay in place.
This is Wolfbane, everyone. I bet this guy didn't get ahead in life. Get it? He like nudges the person next to him.
Good joke. He's dead.
Before Seamus is able to see it, Rohan will put a minor illusion box over it.
Teacher, what's that?
Look away, kid.
7 hit, kid.
Nice.
It's quite a natural thing, you see. Well, a natural dead. Not quite natural, but it's dead.
Yeah,
Kind of stops and is like, those two are weird.
go look at the ocean for a couple
Says the
minutes.
kid who
Look
travels
at
with
the
a bad
ocean.
alcoholic.
Okay, he kind of stops and looks at you. He kind of gives you a bit of a glare, and is like,
It's educational,
Okay.
I promise.
"Well, you are helping me with my aim when it comes to that spell, okay? The ice one. Go on.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
Thank you." And then he just kind of walks over to the.
I kick some sand over the head.
Yeah. Spend a bit of time going over it.
Yeah.
Oh,
This,
quite the burial.
This chest over here goes to has the costumes in it, and it seems they seem like, how do I word it? It seems like they're for like a play, like joking god's armor, where they're like weaved into it, where it seems like it's fake breastplate or chainmail. It seems built into clothes, and it seems like it's for like a performance or a play.
Ooh,
So fake armor.
intrigued.
You can get the chest that comes along with it, which seems unharmed. There's a long sword along with 50 feet of silk rope in one of the crates over here. A few sacks of grain, which are in the chest alongside of it. The ore from the side of the boat, you also do get that boat. And from the cages before, where they keep people in like the brig, the actual, like the crossed ones, where there's like metal cross guards. Where usually they kind of use as like a cell in a brig of a ship. Those are like off the hinges, and they are like spread about. So if you could think you could do anything with like 3 metal sort of walls of a cage, they are there. And yeah, that was all the equipment about.
Itzli,
Yeah.
Are
how
they-
long have you been on this island?
Say that again.
How long have you been on this island?
I've only been here for like a day or so.
Have you seen any sign of civilization?
Well, there might be some. Might have seen something scaly. Maybe some lizard folk, but I'm not sure.
Friendly or
I just got a glimpse. Not getting near those guys. They're a bit bitey.
Buddy. Alright.
But further in, there's some caves and stuff like that, so I don't know.
What's the plan? What are you guys gonna do? Stay?
DM, how long have I been on this island?
You've only been here for less than a week. You've been kind of been traveling around. You've been going like deeper into the forest and just kind of sketching things. You picked up on a sailor ship as you were traveling down, and just like, thanks for the lift. You didn't really stop to think in your sort of hindsight of like, wait a minute, how am I getting picked up? Because you got a lift way here from the sailor ship. And, so, and then while it was sailing away, you're like, well, oh no.
Oh shit.
You spend a bit of time here trying to teach Happy things, and he hasn't been listening. But I'm getting a few sketches. So actually, for the sake of it, make a nature check, just because you might have spotted things around here that.
Seeing as I've been here for like a week, could I roll this with advantage?
I say not with advantage, but keep the
DC. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Of a DC.
Oh,
Nice.
you boy.
Oh shit.
Oh, nice. 22. So, being here for a few more days, let me just go. Out of the ocean, suddenly notice that it's been a lot more cloudy recently. Around here, it's like storms have been relatively frequent in this particular area. You started to notice you can catch on to what Itzli was saying, where there is lizard folk from this part of the island where you are. You don't really know which way is north at the moment, kind of looking about, but to your token's left and straight down the island way, you believe that is where. And you saw quite a few of them coming out of the sea, and they've got like these blue scales around them. You've noticed that there have been, how do I put it, like swarms of fish that kind of frequented around the waters, like they've been moved, sink. And yeah, schools of fish, but they seem harder. They seem large. From your knowledge and looking about, they aren't really the kind of fish that would travel in like large schools, and that can kind of be effect to a dangerous environment from what you're aware with your nature. So like swarms of fish you've seen around. On the actual island, looking for the right one. You are aware that there is. Let me actually roll for it. Actually, can you roll 2 d20s for me?
Got it.
And I'll give you stuff that's on the encounter. I've upgraded now, Dallin. They're no longer d12s, they're d20. You're actually aware that a fair bit deeper into the forest, and you haven't encountered them unless you actually travel up that point. You're like, nope, okay, we're leaving it. And gnolls, like dog-like folks. You can't really remember the name of them in particular, but dog-like, they have spears. They kind of travel. They quite feral. They're definitely not ones that can kind of be reasoned with.
My God.
Are you sure that Sherwin believes that?
Well, yeah, that's fair. But you're just aware that they are feral and dog-like. I mean, it's a collection. But as well as that, you remember on the side of the beach, which you're surprised they aren't around this side, but on the side of the island, there are very, very large crabs.
Crab people.
Alright, I will. When I hear them talking about like what could possibly be on the island or whatever, I will relay all this information and tell them how I've been here for a week, and I'll point out the directions where I've seen this stuff.
What do you guys want to do then? Are you guys wanting to stay here and wait for help, like meat bags, or?
Well, I highly doubt anyone's going to be coming to help us, considering they just drop people off here without a moment's notice. But let's see if we can find any place with maybe a boat, civilization.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm an intelligent fellow mode.
Okay.
Cut out, Mike.
My head, a slightly intelligent fellow mode.
Yeah, mostly. So, can I try to figure out where we are like based off my knowledge of geography.
Okay, I'll say.
Is it nighttime?
It is dark. You guys arrived during the night. It's going to like early morning, so it's starting to get a bit brighter.
Can we see the stars?
You can. And as I was about to say, for this particular formation, I'm looking for any star signs that you can see in the sky. Make a history check, or if you want to just generally tell based on location, looking out into the seas, then a nature check.
Yeah, I do the same.
Yep. I'll say yours, Dayth, and taking the DC in mind, just straight.
Yeah, because I'm not from this plane. Yeah.
Yeah. But you've had a bit of a look around, you've researched.
I fucking GPS'd where we are. Don't worry, guys.
Whip out your spell book, like, wait, I've got a spell for this. GPS. So, from your look about, Sherwin, you can't remember. You believe you knew. You kind of planned out your charts, but you're like, nah.
I'm pretty lost.
Itzli, you just as a base remember where you are, but you can't remember where about or what directions parts of the island were, since you've been kind of walking around for a little bit, and you've been fascinated by all the kind of creatures that you've seen walking about. And Wolfsbane, you just fucking this entire thing, and you've almost died like twice or 3 times, and you're like, no, not for me. But quite a few peeps are able to tell that there was an uncharted island which was very close to where you were. Some of you from where you point, just before you were sailing back around to where you picked up Ophinius and Dayth when they got on the port. Some of you guys were able to see a relatively large island within the center before you start heading towards what some of you guys would be aware of as like devil territory, where tieflings kind of reside. Yeah, and from at that point there is this small collection of island. This small island, people kind of tell it away. It's not really. People don't really consider it. What's the word? Inhabited. But from the location of you, Han, you take a moment, look out into the sea, and with a pretty high DC, are able to determine that you are to the south, most south of this island, and you can kind of point out, just kind of looking over the water, quite a large spire mountain, which you've seen before, at least down where that is part of. I've got it handout here. Location, which suddenly broke Roll20 when it doesn't know how to open a bloody hand.
Same.
Alright. No, I did not want to zoom out. Vaoric Gramshuk, or the area with the devils, which is basically their way of saying no man. Quite renowned for being quite a dangerous place, once inhabited by a collection of halflings and gnomes trying to expand out past the mountain. However, now has been taken up by fiendish folk.
Still better than elves.
I'll actually show. I'll show you the map actually for the sake of that. So you guys are the Kirby. And also, Rebs, when do you need to leave, by the way?
And about 15-20 minutes.
Okay, cool. We could end it a bit early then when Rebs does, just so we can.
Cool.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Looking right over here, it's me. Farmer, where it used to be quite renowned for its jungle and quite prospering like rare flowers for alchemists, then slowly got overtaken by a collection of undead and a taking of the land. Soon to learn from your sort of insight and knowledge, necromancer taking their place and laid
His best
siege.
friend from school.
Yeah.
He's my drinking buddy, actually.
Yeah, is that
It was
not
the dragon who was my friend from school.
is your drinking buddy as not your best friend? Because of how much you drink.
Whoa.
Not a
Is that
happy
not
drunk.
the same thing?
Not a happy drunk.
Alright.
But yeah, that's what you're able to discern from looking around. Oh, well, But yeah.
Oh no, it's on fire!
Set fire to the boat.
It's Harvey being a tit. But yeah, as you also bring yourself together, what's the plan, peeps?
Does it look like this boat can be reasonably, not like fully repaired, but like made somewhat seaworthy?
Yeah, I could do something.
Ophinius, make a how do I say this? Just make a woodworking check, since you're proficient. I'll say, Dayth, you can also make a tinkering check, and they kind of coincide together.
Yeah.
Work.
Because we both need to work on them.
Yep. Alright, so taking the average between that. Be doable. You probably need to collect a bit more supplies, bring it all together. Dave, this is the kind of moment where you're wishing that you had a few more materials to kind of bring together, which is here in the first place. And you believe it could be salvageable. You'd think that it wouldn't last in the sea for quite a few splinters and breaks off the way the wood, some of the wood is dampened and broken. But doable might take weeks.
Days, not weeks.
Dayth will confer with Ophinius for a little bit.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Days, not weeks.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
That's what I thought you were making.
Oh god.
Okay.
I cry.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
same.
Yeah, Dayth will.
We could choke the Genasi in his bed, no one would know.
As tempting as that sounds.
Try me, elf.
This is in Sylvan, you can't understand.
Hold on.
You know, what's my name? Dave. What's my
Broom.
name?
Ophinius?
I'm talking to Dave.
Ophinius? Yes?
What's the other part of the name?
Brom?
The other part. Patience. Patience is my middle name.
Something no one would fucking know. Oh, fuck you, man.
I got inspiration for that.
Fucking brought gold.
You got inspiration, yeah.
Dayth, like, just rubs the bridge of his nose.
If it takes us weeks, it takes us weeks. Do you
And-
want to...
Oh, actually,
You can't
We-
understand this.
are they still
Yeah.
talking in fucking Sylvan?
Yes,
Yeah.
when we talk...
Ezekiel can understand this,
Look,
and he's just
it's
watching.
kind
it.
of rude of you to be communicating in a
Shush,
language no one else
I'm
understands.
trying to hear what they're saying.
Do you mind?
Then could you at least translate?
Give us
Maybe
some...
when they're done.
Dayth just looks over at Rohan, like... I'm
You
stuck with
don't
Don't
this
mind
guy.
us. Continue talking in Sylvan.
You don't know my name.
You introduced yourself to somebody on the boat. I heard it.
And I called myself Han then.
Oh yeah, so it's just fun.
Okay. I look over at Han. It's the exact same thing.
It's not.
Where...
It's not. I promise it's not.
Okay.
There's a pun to it. There's a secret to the name.
Okay.
Shut up, Michael.
I look over at Gondor. And,
The beacons have been lit.
and I go, you know, coming from having you talk to me about being rude that's really impressive. But
I don't actually care,
yes, and exactly, I don't actually care.
but
So-
I was more talking to the tree person than you because I like him.
Mm-mm.
I put my vine inside of him, I don't know why he gets up from that.
Dayth just chuckles a little bit and says, working together, the two of us could probably get that boat going in a few weeks.
Well, I had this really cool thing called global positioning spell, and I know where I am based off of it. And
spell, god damn it.
yeah, bitch.
Yes, I hate you.
And we're at the far end of the island. It might be easier to go to the other side by foot and try to make a boat there instead.
From what?
There's fucking trees everywhere, my friend.
Just because there's trees doesn't mean there's good wood.
I mean, to be fair, though, how good is this wood? Was fucking destroyed by fish fuck.
Yes, there's curved wood that doesn't need to be worked on, and wood that can actually hold until it falls apart halfway through the journey.
I mean, yeah, that's my point. What's going to be better, raft or this?
It's still we still have to take a monumental amount of wood with us to even cut down the time of actually working on the wood to the correct shape of doing it from a tree.
That's correct.
Only decent. What kind of trees are there on this place? Since I went foraging, would I have noticed?
Yeah, going about, there's quite a few like palm trees kind of dotted about on the beach, but that's just as you were trying. They're not really, well, they're decent enough, but they've got that natural character to it. But
yeah,
around here they're quite strong, and when looking about, they seem more jungle-ish than dotted about. It seems like getting towards the center of the island, they quite collected together. So. Sherwin, you'd also be able to look around. You'd have kind of sharing a bit with Ophinius if you so wish.
If they're speaking, I don't know what they're saying, so I probably wouldn't contribute to this conversation.
All right. Well, regardless, just so you know, you do have a bit of insight that the trees around here are really, really tall, quite viney, and they're all quite condensed. They're quite strong, and just by looking around Ophinius, you can tell, given enough time, they're probably good for it, but using them just from trees will take a lot more time than patching up a broken boat. Yeah. You also believe that you could use, just because of your intuition and with Dayth as well, you believe you could fill up a few of the crates with the rowboats of wood and then kind of...
You cut out.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. You could fill up a few of the chests, since you got a chest slats of wood for repairs. You could throw that on the rowboat and whatever you need to, and you believe that you could carry around the rowboat as a sort of transporting wood. But...
Okay. Do you want to see the sail anywhere?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
It's not so hard as you're kind of looking at.
You cut out again.
I will move because it's probably my positioning. Ow. I have a dead leg. Ow. Okay, there we go. All right.
You're alright.
Then raise it.
Yeah.
We're gonna fly.
This will hopefully be better. But scouring a bit through the wreckage underneath the side of the ship, we can kind of see it almost cracked in and tilted by itself. You see underneath it what looks to be a piece of the mast, and it's about double the size of you in terms of length, and a lot of it is torn, so it's not exactly a straight line. But there is this cloth that kind of needs fashion. There is no insignia on it, the lower side of it, and it's just this white piece of cloth. And also that silk rope that was from before.
Does it look like I could fix it?
With your weaver's tools, yeah, you'd be able to sew it all up. Might need to make it small, but
yeah,
a small sew.
I would help with mending.
Oh yeah, that's doable.
So I'll work with Wolfsbane on that.
So good plan. Take the bits that we can use and salvageable to the far side of the island, nearer the main landmass. Launch from there and get the fuck off this island.
Sounds good to me.
Sherwin's a bit like, oh, you guys actually want to leave so soon? There's like so many awesome things in that jungle there. You can just go look and observe. You don't want to go look at it all? Anyone? No?
We have
Awesome things.
We're
Like
gonna
what,
be here for a
Jess?
few weeks.
Oh, why don't we go on an adventure sometime then? Anybody up for it? Yeah. He's very excited.
Is this an adventure to find alcohol?
Yes.
Who found the wine?
I definitely found the fucking wine.
No, you rolled like a 10 on your investigation. No way
Yeah,
you
but
out
I was specifically
investigated
I
somebody
mean, with
else.
all the people looking, I said we'd have to dice to see.
Didn't somebody get like a 20 something?
No.
Yeah.
Like I don't even think you specifically
In
think that
particular-
would outdo them.
In particular, Ezekiel was the one who found the crate with the stuff that had the wine in it, but you guys would all be aware of it.
Okay.
Oh shit, he's aware of it.
You're dead, Ezekiel. He's gonna kill you in your sleep.
No, I'm just gonna ask for it nicely.
And then kill you in your sleep when you say no.
But
And what
yeah,
can we
as you're collecting up whatever you need, cloth, wood, any piece of material that you do you want me to make a extra character for the bag of holding?
Yes.
Back
Okay.
home.
Well, not bag of holding, just your inventory. Apologies.
Oh.
Michael, you almost got me on that.
God damn it.
Fuck.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
I completely didn't realize. Just I'll say.
I'm
party-
sorry.
Oh shit, did
told
Sherwin
me.
even tell his name to you guys?
No.
No.
We haven't said our names like any.
I was actually going to ask him, but then Kai started talking about something, and I was.
Damn it, Kai, doing your job as a DM.
We actually haven't really been telling each other our names at all.
No, I don't think anyone knows each other's names except.
It was a bit
Sherwin
tough,
doesn't care. He'll be like, "No, I'm Sherwin. That's Sherwin, and that's Happy, my capybara. Get it? Happy Barra. Haha.
Happy Bear. Joy.
My
name
name's
is
Han.
Ezekiel. Nice to meet you.
Han. He's gonna go around and lean up and shake people's hands. Or paws. Or flippers,
Yeah.
I don't know. Or vines.
I'm dead.
It's like,
Hello.
and he's just like shaking people.
This is Braun.
I didn't get to keep it, so why is it annoying me?
Hello, Bron. He's gonna hold up his hand to shake yours.
I will shoot out my little vine and whack it around his wrist and just shake it with that.
I grapple you. Yeah.
Holy shit! What did you roll?
An 18.
So funny, man. Even when you're rolling super good, it's still like you see.
It's still like average.
A nat 20 would be 16.
Wow.
Oh, he wrecked me.
I just pick him up with the vine and swing him up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
Like a yo-yo.
And he's like, oh, you're very strong. Okay, put me down, put me down.
This is quite amusing.
Alright. People on the boat probably had a bit of time, like days, to kind of introduce themselves if they need be, and while they're more focused on some of them really, really, really hungry, and then some of them soaking and pissed off because they almost died. But yeah, you guys take a moment to greet each other, and also any information that you guys want to share between you, you may, etc., etc. Also, if you don't feel like doing it now or you forget, more information is useful throughout the time before next session. You may share that. I'll make like a little RP thingy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we want one? I can
I'll
do
make
that
one.
now if you want.
Yeah, if that's good. But for the sake of just spending enough time here and making sure people get to what they need to properly, you guys collect what equipment you need to after greeting one another and collecting up. You have two small little rowboats full of, with the chest that you guys found, with the cluster and the cloth and the silk and more wood. And bringing yourself all together, you start walking towards the jungle, where you guys are going to the next session, hopefully trying to get to the other side of. That's where we shall end it.
Cool.
So,
Thank you
But
so
Sorry,
that's
I
much,
was
Kai.
late.
No worries, Bill. A power cut, you couldn't really do anything about
Yeah.
it.
Oh, we're good.
Not with that attitude.
Guys,
you need to generate power.
I still had fun though.
Instead of going on a walk, you should just bike pedal and generate.
Terribly sorry to you, Rebs, so I have to wait a while for these
no,
guys
it's
to
all
get.
good. That's how games go.
Yeah, she
For
optimised
XP, I'm not sure whether everybody knows how I'm doing this, but
No fucking clue, man.
yeah, we're going to be doing XP milestones. So what this means is, it's not actual milestones. Right now, you guys are level 1.0. I tell you guys how many decimals you're going to be getting, and once you hit 1.9,
like in the
that's like-
Zelda campaign.
yeah.
Yeah.
So for the actual rejoining the group and collecting yourselves together, everybody starts off 2 milestone ticks, so you guys will be level 1.
You cut out 1.2?
Yes, you guys are level 1.2 at the moment, and once you
Okay.
2.0, then you level up. For individual points that are going to be given out, I'm going to one to Rohan for brilliant, RP and just overall being very, very fun when it comes to working with. Dayth and Ophinius for creative mindset and going about it with planning. Everybody's getting this extra 1, by the way. This was a really better than I would have thought first session. You guys kind of
So this
clicked
is
on that.
1.3 then?
Yeah, everybody is 1.3 for their own individual reasons. Mainly for a lot of social interaction or quick thinking. That's where I'm going to be giving out a lot of points in the future. Combat is also, if you could do quick think and do cool social aspects in combat, then that's going to be even better. But know that that's where you're going to be getting those additional. Most of the milestones are progression of combat and story anyway, so you get the reward for your social aspect. Yeah, everybody is level 1.3.
Okay.
Alright. So, thank you for playing.
Alright,
and
thank
I think
you.
today-
Session.
Day is windy. I'll remember that later. So, yep. I will speak to you guys. Well, I'm in Spain next week, but then the week after, start it again.
Once
Okay.
I was the king of Spain.
Okay. Alright, thanks guys.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye. It was fun.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.